one, that's him.
Headline.
Sky, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball, you goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap put it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude's pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat, brother, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fam before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan, tone mob a henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops that get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try and see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a cook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone off the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the gray poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat, brother, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.
Yeah.
What up, fellas?
To another edition. Welcome.
Wait. Yo.
Wait.
That
was the best one we did by far, I swear to God.
Oh, now.
I had to put the background lasers. That's what helped.
Come on now. It's Friday, right? It's Friday. It's November. Come on now.
Man.
Here, man.
It's the first of the month. Man, shout out to Bone Thugs and everybody.
Come on now. Oh, it's Bogey's birthday month.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seriously, we going back.
Bro. November in this thing.
November 30 is going to come fast, and so is number 40, my friend.
Looking forward to it. I was actually
big zeros on the end.
Before I went deep down the mushroom rabbit hole last night, when I was on the precipice of it, I was talking to Peacock before we got off the stream. I was like, I'm about to be 40, bro. I got to change my life. I was like, designer drugs.
Talk to me in 10 years.
It was one of those, one of those moments. And people are like, yeah, they do that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they only catch up to you faster. Trust me, they go a lot faster when you hit 40.
You know what I mean?
I'm lying, bro. Oh, God.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But it was one of those ones like, oh, shit, I'm about to be 40. You know what I mean?
As I say, savor it, man, because they go fast.
Hey, but it only gets better, big bro.
Yeah,
like you said,
it
man.
does.
You know what I mean?
Age and wisdom.
A commercial that I seen, I forgot what kind of commercial it is. It's probably like an AARP or something like that. But on the song,
hey, stop it. I'm already getting that stuff in the mail.
Only if I knew back then. And it's a song, and you know, that shit registers with me all the time. You know what I mean? Because we is older. But if I knew what I knew now back then, I'd be even colder. But now as I get older and get better, man, everything is lining up as it should, though, bro. 100%. I wouldn't take none of that shit back. I love where I'm at. I love my grades. I ain't running from it. So salute to the 40 Club, man.
Right, man.
My dogs that ain't in the 40 Club, I see y'all when y'all get there. 100%, man.
Yeah,
It's creeping up.
I'm grateful. I'm about to get there. I ain't gonna lie.
100%.
Yeah, I used to fear hitting 40, and now it's like, man, I'm just glad I'm still alive and still around.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I used to be like, man, live fast, die young was the motto before I had kids and shit.
It really was. It really was. It was
Yeah.
like the 27 Club or something.
For real, huh? With Kurt Cobain and all of them.
Yep.
Dang,
But-
and Mac Miller too, huh?
Was he 27?
I think so, man. Jimi Hendrix, Mac Miller, Kurt Cobain. I think, man, the list goes on and on and on. There's that is something about that age for those rock stars. You know what I mean? Yeah, very spooky. The game was spooky last night. I ain't gonna lie.
It was very spooky last night, bro.
Yeah, that was for your health.
It was so scary. It was so scary. Like people were almost dying like every play. I was like, come on, just get up.
That was the scariest part. The field is haunted. Can you test to that, kiddo?
When you put that in the thread last night, I couldn't understand it. I know Daniel Jones has a bad history on it.
When they first changed, when they redid the turf, it was then going into the 2020 season, and like that year, everybody died on that field.
We had like 10 players die on that motherfucker. We had Solomon Thomas who got hurt last night. I think
Solomon Thomas, Jimmy G,
we played
and
that.
Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa tore his ACL on that field.
We played there twice.
Yeah, that's right. 2 weeks in a row because we had the Giants and the Jets that year.
Mm-hmm. And it was like 4 injuries that year. I mean, it was 4 injuries in that two.
Brother,
Right.
what's that?
Even Beathard, huh? Even Beathard went on there. Got
What's
hurt.
that,
It was
brother?
McMullen's time.
Got a question in the chat. Kincaid, or what you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk? All that junk? I'm gonna get you.
All that junk inside your trunk. I'ma get you drunk. Get you love drunk on my hump. My hump, my hump. My hump, my hump, my hump.
Atlanta's it's kind of a vulnerable spot for them defending the tight end, so I do like that play there. And I mean, it's just the Kincaid. I think I'm just gonna go Ferguson just because of the floor of targets that I can safely assume. Kincaid's all over the place, man. We need like a touchdown.
My hump, my hump. My hump, my hump, my hump. My lovely little lumps. Check it out.
Check it out.
You gotta go to check it out.
I like that, bro. Oh my mama.
Trade them both for I don't know. Get rid of both
Kraft.
of them. Pick up Evans.
Otten would be the target before people
Yeah.
realize that he's going to be really good. But I think if somebody has Otten or picked him up, they ain't trying to do that right now.
Yeah, he's like the number one on that team right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Atlanta is terrible at giving up points to the tight end. So yeah, definitely play Ferg this week, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Ferguson.
just
In case you don't know Ferguson, that's the reason for the drop.
Gonna
There.
do with
Bro.
all that junk inside your trunk. I'ma get you drunk.
It's his mom.
Oh, now that's his mom. Oh my
It's
mom.
Fergie's son.
Hey, Peacock, did you see what CJ Stroud said last night?
I did
We
not.
got embarrassed on Thursday night, and Stroud goes, Texans players are pointing fingers at each other.
What?
Yeah, they're starting to point fingers at each other. Certain
I
players.
feel like you wouldn't say that. I feel like that's a comment taken out of context.
I'm gonna say that's probably good because the last couple of weeks they've not been putting any blame on anybody. They're like, oh, it's fine and we'll fix it and blah blah blah. And the linemen haven't been saying it's their fault when it clearly is. And hopefully people can point the finger at them because everybody knows if you've been listening to the H-Town Huddle weekly on Wednesdays, I've been saying it's Kenyon Green. They started him again last night and luckily he got injured. I know that sounds bad, but once he did, the Texans drove the ball 98 yards down the field and scored. So, I mean, there's got to be a problem there with something. And the glaring hole is that, man, if you look at the PFF grades, he's like 40 points below all the other linemen. So, got to get rid of him.
And he's the left tackle too.
Left guard.
Left guard. I'm sorry.
But he's messing up the left tackle.
And you got a fucking what does Tunsil make a year? About 30 million a year, and that motherfucker in trash.
Yeah, and they gave Titus Howard a whole bunch of money, and he's been playing like trash. And I think that Casario paid him, in advance. It was kind of an unproven thing. He should have had a proven deal before they gave him that. They paid him on an injury season. You know what I mean? So that's.
Oh, you have some news for you. Terrell Bernard's good to go.
Hold on, real fast. Watch this. Terrell T. Shout out to Terrell T. He the one that said Fergie and Kincaid. We appreciate you for pulling up. Look like it's your first time around here. Hit the like and subscribe. But watch this, Lee. Terrell T says any practice reports today, man. This is our ear to the streets, right?
I'm just working on it. All right. I was just going through some stuff.
Hold on, big bro. Hold on. You're moving too fast. We gotta go.
Yes.
All righty. I got
some
for
us so far
coming in. Bogey, I got you. Terrell Bernard's good to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Amari Cooper's now a question mark in a game time decision.
That's annoying.
Yep.
At least it's a morning game.
Yep. Okay, so that's what's come out so far. Now let's see what else I got. Let's see.
If Amari got one of them patented soft tissue injuries, that's
Emil.
Tyrone Tracy, who's in concussion protocol, has been upgraded to limited participation in practice the past 2 days, and we'll see how it goes today.
Yeah, and that would put him on track because the initial protocol is 5 days. So the fact that he's progressing, he's on a limited the last couple of days. Tomorrow would be day 5. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
I tried to trade Tank Dell away before the game yesterday to the Tyrone Tracy owner for Tyrone Tracy, and he wasn't having it, just straight up. But maybe after last night, he'll change his mind.
For those that have David Njoku, you might
bro.
want to keep an eye out. He picked up an ankle injury yesterday in practice.
Who was that?
David Njoku.
Njoku, okay.
Brian Thomas has not been ruled out just yet.
Let's go.
They're saying he's day to day.
DK Metcalf, I don't think is going to play, but I don't know. We'll have to wait till today.
Hasn't practiced at all.
No. There's really not much. I mean, practice reports will be starting to be coming out soon, but I'll be getting them in during the day. But as the Colts said, they haven't given up on Anthony Richardson just yet.
So confusing.
Gotcha, bitch. Oh, my mama.
You ain't playing.
Now, do you think this mess with Jameson Williams is going to get settled, or you think he could face something?
Well, didn't they just suspend somebody else in the league for player conduct?
Exactly.
Violation. It was for way less than having a gun on him. The gun was legal. He didn't have no concealed carry license. So there is some kind of charge there, but
he's facing a felony weapons charge in Detroit.
Yeah, but he hadn't been charged yet because
not yet. No,
he got to figure out what's going on with the police. That was the Lions fan.
Yeah, they have an investigation going on.
Let's let him go. I know exactly who.
Yeah, and probably it's his first time getting caught with a weapon, so he's not a repeat offender of having an unregistered weapon, or the weapon was registered and it just didn't have the permit. So it should slap on the wrist, bro. He's a high profile man that works in the NFL, and he got to protect himself 100%, bro.
Yeah, and after that, what was it with the Deontay Johnson trade? Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman are still the Ravens wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2 following the trade going forward.
Yeah, that's way to kill my Deontay Johnson.
What's that?
And Christian McCaffrey's cat, he's participated in simulated practices this week. So we shall see.
Yes.
So
out here in the Bay,
dark goggles for like 2 or 3 weeks now, huh?
Tech Central. We're in the tech mecca, and when you're talking about the Bay, we have nothing but state of the art high. You remember Mr. Dink and Doug?
Yeah,
very expensive.
And they're saying Raiders' Brock Bowers is on pace to break Rams rookie Puka Nakua's rookie receiving record.
I don't think he gets it.
Hey Terrell, what kind of fish is that? I see you holding up goddamn It
That's a
damn
winner.
looks like a full grown man you're holding right
Yeah,
there.
that's a big ass fish,
Was
man.
that a
Shout out to
marlin?
Terrell, man. He said this is his first time here, loving it so far. Appreciate you, big bro.
Welcome, Terrell.
He said that's a huge bitch.
That's a huge bitch. All right, Jacksonville Jaguars wide receiver Parker Washington is going to have a much larger role in the offense with Christian Kirk's collarbone gone for the year.
For sure.
So
Yeah, I
pretty
mean,
much,
they're in a lot of negative game scripts. I feel like if you're in a pinch and you need a receiver,
Tino.
what up, top of the morning, Tino? But yeah, if you're in a pinch and you have to start a Parker Washington this week, just temper your expectations. But we could fuck around and get 8-9 receptions on a ceiling, but like 40, 50 yards. You know what I mean?
and
It's gonna
those
be like-
IDP truthers who have Cowboy Sam Williams, he was suspended for 3 games.
Yeah, but he wasn't none in IDP.
IDP people don't play Sam
Yeah,
Williams.
no, it's that.
Terrell says someone simping Bateman for Anthony Richardson. Disrespectful. Should I slap him?
Go for it. You have our permission.
Yeah.
We got a whole
Air five.
thing on the base.
We call Anthony Richardson Error 5 over here, big bro.
Hey,
Hopefully next
He's
year,
not AR. He's error.
yeah. Hopefully next year he'll be able to change his name. But for this year, he Error 5, big bro.
He making hella errors.
Counter with something else though. Get rid of Anthony. As long as it's not a dynasty league, you might want to hold him in the dynasty league.
I got some trade buzz going on for you guys.
Talk about it.
Bengals T. Higgins has been named a surprise trade to watch by 6 former NFL GMs.
Okay, this makes sense.
That's not too surprising, right?
Well, they said they were going to, but they need who they got to sign Chase, right?
There's a second round tender on him, bro. Pause. I don't think you know what I mean? But I mean, this didn't make sense why he's all of a sudden had a
round for him. If I needed a receiver, he's probably better than any receiver.
Oh, for sure.
5 class.
Yeah,
for sure.
His
I would
skill set.
Round pick.
I would say he's a top 20 at the position in the league. If you're just talking about skill, like pure skill,
I would trade for him and pay him. Say like since I just got rid of Devontae Adams, I'll bring in if I'm the Raiders, I'll give him a second round and bring him in. That way, I start my clock on whoever I draft that quarterback next year, whether it be Shador, the boy from Texas, whatever other quarterback is out there, 100%.
And in a shocking turn of events, prior to the Raiders meeting the Bengals this Sunday, T. Higgins is traded to the Raiders.
Well, the Ravens, Chiefs, and Commanders are reportedly in on Rams Javarius White.
T.Y., huh?
Trevarius White. I can't.
Yeah,
do that.
Trey White.
Trey White.
You know what's sad? Like every player is different when it comes to injuries, right? He's finally back from that ACL.
Yeah.
That ACL was like 3 years ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just kept having re-aggravations and setbacks on his recovery, and this is the first year that he's actually been on the field every day.
And the Carolina Panthers are having a lot of calls about defensive end Davius Clowney.
Jadeveon Clowney? I don't believe it.
And despite teams calling about the Panthers, have no plans on trading J.C. Horn or Chuba Hubbard, as reported.
I mean, the J.C. Horn thing, I can understand that.
But the Hubbard one,
got healthy. I think he was hurt last year.
yeah, he was.
Coming off that, I think it was an
him in the
ACL.
first round. It ain't no, and that's just like they D tackle. What's the D tackle they just signed from? He was a first round pick. They just paid him too. They not them is their building block.
It was a Dion
Brown.
I think it's Brown.
Brown, I think you're right.
I think his last name is Brown. He's a fire ass D tackle though. They drafted him in the first round, but that's their building blocks right there though, bro.
Yeah, J.C. Horn was their first round pick. What, like
3
seasons ago?
yeah, exactly.
He was the same class as Surtain and Asante in them.
Yeah, but I like cutting bait and getting a couple more picks. And that whole organization needs picks more than playmakers right now.
Yeah, 'cause they kind of pigeonholed themselves making those trades with Chicago the last couple of years because they were without a first round last year.
Yeah.
You know, like imagine if they sat on that first round and it didn't happen in the fashion that it did. They would have had Caleb. What's happening?
And the Dolphins are looking for a 5th round pick for Jeff Wilson Jr.
JWJ.
That's too much.
He could be useful though. Like I could see a team that is looking for some veteran running back help. Going, okay, if they're making a playoff push, and there's really not a lot depth wise on the, because look at how fast Cam Akers got swooped up.
Yeah.
I mean,
And there's a,
I know he's younger than JWJ, but
Yeah, and JWJ,
Smitty.
I think Cam went for like a 7th.
yeah, it was a 7th round pick.
Yeah,
And there's a 50-50 chance that Broncos trade wide receiver Cortland Sutton.
you know what's funny about these numbers when they go, it's a 50-50 chance. I'm like, well, does that mean half the league wants him?
No, what it means is
I
we'll
don't
give,
buy
him
it.
up, we'll give him up if you give us a second or a third. 50-50.
yeah, it's got to be
Second or third, you ain't getting.
something like that because they're in the hunt for the playoffs, and with a good defense like they've got, they could make a playoff run. Then
I think they
on
believe
top-
in the young receivers.
Oh yeah, they do. They need that. They need the help for the passing game for sure because
There it is.
the
It's
two
settled.
rookies.
Go trade for T. Higgins, Broncos.
Yeah, there you go. Let's make a
Six.
move. Let's make
Yeah.
a move. Not sell a piece. Let's add a piece.
And they're in the same boat like that we were just putting in with the Raiders, where but only they have their guy. So this is the time you start putting pieces around that motherfucker.
Yeah, but and the thing with the Broncos too, remember, so they had to eat the cap pause with Russ, but also remember this is Tom Payton's second year. He wants to get his cap straight shit, the cap shit straight. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and maybe send out Courtland Sutton, maybe get a third or fourth while we're still retooling, even though we're still fighting for position in the AFC, 5th through 7th, 100%, and we still can get there. But you know what I mean? Why not bring something back in while we still, building momentum and adding to what we got going here right now, 100%. So
They must have a lot of confidence in Reynolds or something. They
Yeah.
want him to get more snaps.
Hold on,
That would
Josh
be-
Reynolds legit got shot in the dome piece.
Yeah. And
Like,
Saints head coach.
he's fighting for his life, I think.
Yeah,
Wait,
the
No
what?
joke. He got shot in the back of the head.
Like
He-
when?
He was on he's been on the IR for a couple
they
weeks
followed
now.
him from the strip club.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, we reported on it a couple weeks ago or last week.
Here's one Spencer's
That's
team.
crazy.
for
Fuck,
real,
man.
bro. They shot him in the dome. They're trying to kill his ass. Pause.
Shit.
Unalive his ass.
Saints head coach Dennis Allen said the team won't be sellers at the deadline. We're not in sell mode, in quotes.
You know what? They need to fire Dennis Allen.
Just get rid of that.
Get the fuck rid of him, Loomis, all them. I'm not even a Saints fan, but I feel for it because I love my man Spencer the Groove like a
I
little
feel
bro.
sorry for
I
Spencer.
feel bad for him. Like, listen, man, they need you to get rid of everybody over there. It's just all bad. They got talent there.
The Patriots are monitoring the trade market potentially to add a wide receiver, defensive tackle, or an offensive tackle.
Well, at least somebody's thinking.
T. Higgins,
I mean, they want it all. They have a
they
shot
got the
to-
cap space. They got quite a bit of it. They got it.
Everybody's got a
Million?
price.
What? Did I hear that?
Because the Patriots have put the players they've named they're willing to trade is Kendrick Bourne, Devon Gucci, and KJ
Okay.
Osborne and Tyquan Thornton.
Man, ain't nobody want not a near one of them.
Well, I can see Kendrick Bourne coming to the 49ers.
Me coming back?
You're coming back, yeah.
Yeah, because there's a correlation there. But even
Exactly.
we not finna do that.
You don't think you're gonna do anything at the deadline?
No.
No.
Not for Kendrick Bourne. And we got here's the thing: is like you gotta remember, Shanahan's he dances on the line of genius and arrogance. You know what I mean? It's a thin
Yeah.
line between the two. He's very arrogant. You know what I mean? He got his pieces. I can do it with Jennings, and I can do it with Slick Rick. Like that's how he's gonna view it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Travis Etienne is expected to play.
Good, that son of a bitch. Because you know what? They've been talking about trying to trade him away, and I thought that maybe that's why they've been shelving him. But he has been dealing with some kind of injury. But at the end of the day, it's like you gotta showcase him. You can't be like, well, look at what he's done this last couple of years. Like, oh, okay, so year 1, season-ending injury. Year 2, he gets it going. Then year 3, last year, he gets going again, hits a brick wall after like 10 weeks.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And he's just been all over the place as far as production or lack thereof this year. Yeah, you got to get him on the field if you're going to try to make any kind of move for to get rid of ETN.
Exactly.
Yeah, they need to fire. This is where it's going to happen. I think Doug Peterson goes. I think he's gonna go up against his former team that he won a Super Bowl with, and he's gonna lose to them, and they finally fire his ass.
They got killed. That game could be out of hand. That game too.
Like as in
score was.
Yeah, that game could shoot out. The Eagles secondary ain't really been like.
It hasn't been.
They are middle of the pack, though. It's not like they're terrible, but yeah. And then like we kind of need. This is gonna sound crazy, but they need Gabe Davis. Just they need anybody else, so they don't just shut down my Brian Thomas's if he goes even. You know what I mean?
Well, now
they need to fire
that
they need to fire Press Taylor before they fire fucking Doug Peterson. Press Taylor, who's garbage.
In the past 24 hours, there's rumors around that Adam Thielen might be a Charger at the deadline.
He just barely came off the IR. That's
exactly. I don't want the broken piece.
What Emil said. Emil said, where is it at? Damn it. Right there. Boom. Is stealing a good stash. Emil's already on it.
Yeah. Here's my thing is like, I don't, for anyone who's been excited for the young lad McConkey. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to take away from him because Thielen's not a perimeter guy.
Exactly.
Wait, Adam Thielen's on the Chargers?
No, that's something they're willing to kick the tires on. I'm not happy. I don't want to at all.
He could block.
He can kick rocks for all I care.
I'm just saying he could block.
Yeah, I just acquired my first share of Vlad McConkey off the waiver wire for $25. Nobody else even bid on him. Nobody else even bid on him.
Oh wow!
What kind of league are you?
It's a shallow bench. Shallow bench league with one IR spot.
Shallow bench.
Yeah.
Hey, those are. I used to clown like
with the injuries. Everybody's like they have their one IR spot filled, and they're holding like one or two injured guys.
Yeah, it's those are more challenging in their own right.
Yeah, because you can start guys off the wire that are just like kill. Plus, you get return yards. Like you could waiver wire your way to victories, and
it's all about decision making. Period. In those
it is. Yeah. So that kind of league is really like it's a test of what kind of manager are you. Do you have the heart to start some guys?
Yeah.
So,
let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, we need that on the shirt. Do you have the heart to start?
And to go back to Smitty earlier with his Tank Dell thing, this is the only league I sat Tank Dell in. And I did it to protect him because in that league, every time I play somebody dies. Like,
yeah,
that's true.
Every week.
I was like, you know what? I need the Tank to stay healthy at least this week and come out of this game alive. He almost got hurt also.
Let's play this game. Let's play this game real quick. Week 1, right? Who died on this at receiver? It was.
Hold on, I can go back to my roster and just let you.
Was it like Puka?
Yeah, we lost Puka and Cup, right? Who else did we lose?
Let's see.
AJ Brown was week 2, I think.
AJ Brown was week 2. Then week 3.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. AJ Brown's on my team there. I have Pacheco on my roster. I have Rasheed Rice on that roster at some point.
Oh, Rasheed Rice too. Remember him?
Jordan Mason died on me twice over the last 2 weeks.
Too.
Jordan Mason died on me twice over the last 2 weeks. Jameson Williams got suspended 2 weeks. So yeah, I've just been killing it over here.
It's been quite the ride.
That's just week 1. Hold on, let me look at week 2. There's guys I've picked up and had to drop because of injury as well.
And look what you could get out of a quarterback position in the draft. Some great quarterback, super late. So,
Jaden Daniels.
You're gonna have to change the way you do these builds next season. I'm gonna go like 5 wide receivers in the first 5 rounds. I don't give a fuck.
I'm with you, because I'm zero RB truther.
Got for life in the building. What's up, big bro?
What's up, big Cap?
Minnesota Den in the building. What's up,
big
bro?
What's up, Denny?
Let me try and catch up on the comments. Smitty said Niners need to trade for Horn Ward. Might need some time. I don't trust some of these backups. Tino said I'm starting to think keeping it together and not firing everyone creates the Washington Commandos.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Bro, I just heard a stat that made my stomach sick. Between Josh Allen and Justin Herbert, how many turnovers do they have combined this season?
Zero. Kusek.
Oh, I thought Josh Allen finally threw one.
Yeah, he threw a pick. He threw
Yeah,
one pick.
he was
And
clean all
Herbert
the way
has
till last
0,
week.
and he usually throwing about 2 or 3 by now.
Herbert is like one of statistically the worst quarterbacks in fantasy right now, for real.
The past 2 weeks, he's not.
In the
Did you
season,
see his PFF grade lately, buddy?
Listen, man, the
I don't
Patriots
care about
don't
that.
have
Come
nothing to
on
do
now,
with
man.
fantasy,
Let's
bro.
throw some up like
That has nothing to do with fantasy, Lee.
Yeah, fantasy-wise, yeah. Fantasy-wise, he sucks.
There you go. The first thing is
That's pretty so far. Just imagine if he wasn't.
Fantasy-wise, he sucks, but he's better than your GD quarterback.
Ooh, the Brock.
Last 2 weeks, he's pretty good, especially last
Brock
week.
has been
Big
killing,
bro,
the Brock's
the
been
big
killing,
stupid, bro.
killing Justin Herbert for the last couple of years, man. Don't even go there.
But I'm going to say that's not his fault. That's the coaching, the way that they were running the football.
It's the
heavy
system
early
we
on.
run. Yeah, exactly.
Justin's a good quarterback.
And when we loved Justin Herbert in fantasies, when he was throwing 40 times a game and only going like 25 for 40, really fucking inefficient, but he was just peppering everyone. You know what I mean?
the
Last 3
game
weeks,
against the Cardinals was okay. The
well, last
game
3 weeks,
against
he's
the
thrown it
Saints
34,
was
39,
good,
32.
But he's had one.
Yeah, he has been
good-
throwing over 30 times. That's why whenever
He
we're
has
talking about the
one
lab,
good fantasy week this whole season. Granted, he's already got his bye, but the Arizona game was okay, par for course.
Yeah, he's quarterback 23, but we're saying he was run heavy the first 4 weeks straight.
Yeah, he was.
45.
It was a rough early go. I know that.
yeah, because you guys played some of the worst teams, huh?
He still
You had a rough go at it with the
he still threw a
motherfucking
touchdown
playing the
at
shitty teams.
least every one of those games going forward. He threw 2 and 1 and 1 and all the others before the
That's
match.
really
So
not fantasy relevant if you're only throwing 100 yards.
That's Tyrod Taylor numbers, man.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like they
Little
were running
bit,
the football. He was throwing it less than 30
Depends.
times a game. He threw it 20 and 18 times.
The point
in 2
is, he's
back-to-back
garbage.
games.
He's not a good quarterback. He's
That's
worthy
false.
of
He's a-
being
he's a good-
QB3.
He's
He's
a
a
good
QB3
quarterback.
right now in
He's
fantasy.
a good.
QB3.
Your argument is false though, because he's a good quarterback. We're talking the system, and then running the football limits him. If he's only throwing the football 20 times, he's pulling, Jared Goff stuff. Jared Goff hasn't been killing it. Why? Because they haven't been throwing the ball enough.
Fantasy purposes, QB3. I'm
Understood.
not talking about in real life.
But don't say
I know
he's
in
not a
real
good
life.
quarterback. Clarify that.
That's
Yeah.
what gets my goose flowing.
This is a fantasy show. I don't need to clarify shit.
Okay, kidda, take the thing out of your ass.
Hey, you know what?
Boss.
You know what, Justin? Where's Justin?
Oh, he
It's
got
Justin
the
Herbert.
balls right. Lee got the balls right. Let's go.
He nailed that
We talk fantasy.
Here we go. It was, but yeah, he still had a great fantasy week last week. The offense has changed. They may be throwing the ball more. He's somebody to at least look at now.
Yeah,
What did
they've
he
opened up
finish
that
as
offense
on the
2
week?
weeks,
Did
yeah.
he finish QB1 or did he finish like QB8?
I don't know where he finished on the week, but
Yeah.
he put up 40
I wouldn't
fantasy
say
points in
great.
my league.
Did not finish great.
280 and 2, no turnovers.
pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah. But still, though, on a per game basis, that's how I'm going to view it. You know what I mean? I didn't have any Herbert because I was worried about the Greg Roman system. Being
Yeah,
that I
me
was a
neither.
Niner for a long time, and then even just being able to look at all the different sample sizes that where Greg Roman has been, it's always the same. They're, around 450 pass attempts a year.
Lee got the balls right. He's almost ready for Vegas.
Oh man, he got me heated there for a little bit, man. I was like, "Come on, come on."
Salute, big bro.
He said, hold on, I don't know if you heard Lee. He said Justin Herbert's not a good QB.
I know, and it got my blood flowing.
I'm just
Rile
saying,
him back up.
Kirk Cousins had a much better week than Justin Herbert did, and I mean,
Sure.
I remember like when I would realize I'm talking like football, but more fantasy with another football enthusiast, but that doesn't understand fantasy. And I remember this a couple of years ago. I was like, Kirk Cousins is the shit, bro. He's like, no, he's not. He doesn't even fucking win a playoff game. And he's going, I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm looking at the damn near 5,000 he was throwing those last couple of years with Washington. I'm talking fantasy. You know what I mean?
Hey, everybody that's in here,
Blake
man.
Bortles is the GOAT, bro. Blake Bortles is one of the
What
best
up, Derek?
QBs ever in
What
fantasy.
up, Dennis?
Blake Bortles. I had a Ninja Bortles team for like two
on,
seasons
bro.
straight, man.
Blake Bortles was the guy.
Yeah, that's where fantasy's broken for quarterbacks sometimes, but like I feel like interceptions should count for more negative points.
Yeah, and that's why I like the single QB leagues that I was in that only had the -1 because it's like Blake Bortles, he'll throw for 5 and throw for 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston, fantasy football god, untouchable, horrible.
Glad to have you
life
back,
quarterback.
famous.
Hey, he's on the block, Bogey.
Okay.
Hey, look at Tino.
Hey, that trade is still up there, Bogey. Let me see if I can counter as well.
Yeah, let's dance.
Joe Flacco is possibly still available.
Would you
know
do a
what, too, is
DJ
like-
Moore for Jameis Winston?
Yeah, offer me a player back with maybe a compensatory pick.
Jameis
or two,
Winston
we'll
and
see what's
Dobbs. I'll do it right now.
I don't have Dobbs.
You don't have Romeo in there? Oh, I have Romeo. How about I give you Romeo for Dobbs? I'll give you Romeo for Winston.
I'm going to counter back towards DJ Moore.
Tino, I'm not that crazy to walk into the damn street into traffic. I'm not that. Maybe.
Quarterback play is volatile. Very, very volatile.
Superflex premium, QB
Yes.
premium. So it does make it interesting because famous Jameis, he's gonna sling it, man.
Top of the morning, Antonio.
What's up, twin?
Derek said Tyrone Tracy should clear.
Yeah,
quota.
he's going to clear it today. He has one obstacle to clear. That's it.
They just go like this. We have this ring. They set it on fire. Jump through it. And then, because that puts a different perspective on I had to jump through hoops to get here.
Hey, we need y'all to
Literally.
hit the thumbs up, man. Anybody in the live, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up, man. Please, we appreciate it, man. We got.
I see Antonio was at the game last night. Huh?
Likes. Come on now, 22 likes.
Yeah, man, shout out to everybody that rocking with us, though. Be sure to hit that like and sub up.
Please.
We got a signed Trey McBride autograph, full-size Arizona football, authenticated Fanatics, give me money. You know what I mean? Shout out to our man Guccini JD and the rest of the Heart to Star gang being kind enough to provide said autograph Trey McBride ball. If you're married to the game, get you entered into get that McBride thing. The only thing you got to do is sub up and show us proof by heading on to one of our Instagrams, whether it's the Gen Wealth Net _ all one word, GenWealthNet _ on Instagram, and let me know. We already got like a half dozen entries. Man, shout out to everybody that's entered, and we're just going down Thanksgiving week.
100%. And Mr. Facts. Get
Keep
entered.
your eyes on the prize.
100%.
Enter to win.
And what was it? If they buy a shirt, they get what was it? How many entries was it?
you
Ooh, 5 extra.
You buy a shirt, you get 5 entries for every item you buy on the website for our proud sponsor, NeonPeacockMerch.com. Head on over right now. Use promo code BOO12. You have until I think 5 o'clock East Coast time today to utilize the $12 classic and or regular T-shirt sale. It's a hell of a deal.
Get yourself a good deal and extra entries, man. This is the time. Today is the day.
Lamar
Perfect
Jackson.
time to run an ad. Hold on, Lee. Perfect time to run an ad.
For your health.
NeonPeacockMerch.com. I highly recommend the Allegedly line. Awesome. Get you an Allegedly t-shirt, pullover, and or sweater. Look, get you a Bogart in the Matrix bed set. Let's do it.
Oh, goodness.
Lee, that's what I'm going to get you for Christmas, Lee.
I see your face enough.
Come on, man. Listen, man, now you're gonna wake up to it. You know what I mean?
I'll put it in a spare bedroom. I'll have to see that when I make the bed.
Hey, look, you get you a Bogart in the Matrix throw pillow. Your dog can do her dirty work on it. Animal paws.
That's doggy paws, man.
Look at Leah's on fire today, boy.
Hey, that could be an inside. That could be an inside joke shirt where it says animal paws, but it's not paws. It's like PAWS. You know what I mean?
Oh wow, that's fire.
You know what we said? My dog does the Humpty Hump.
There it is. Well, the Humpty Dance is your chance to do the hump.
The Humpty Hump.
I do the Humpty Hump. I
Let's
said,
see.
stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. I look funny. But
yo, I'm
making
getting money.
see? So, yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Hey, he was a fool with it, huh?
Oh my mama, he was clowning in that shit, bro.
For real.
Facts.
The joint's called The Art of 16 Bars. It was a documentary. And first of all, rest in peace to
Shot.
Shock G. But he was on there. And you know, Humpty's a character he does, right?
Facts.
And but he's you know, he's a renowned producer. You know, he's also somebody that was, you know, had a hand in developing Pac and whatnot. But the way he used to break down how like he'd be like Biggie Smalls, right? Biggie Smalls said P.O.P. P.O.P.P.A. No info for the DEA. He was kind of like swinging like a trumpet player would. Right? And then I was like, oh, that's interesting little breakdown, right? Then he said with Tupac was like he had the Martin Luther King flow. I have a dream that one day, right? Then yeah, Tupac. I love niggas, but drug dealers and love niggas. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, that's kind of fucking legit.
Yo, King D said he ordered his allegedly T-shirt yesterday. I did actually see that one come through. He got himself
the King D,
a
bro.
navy blue one.
Hey, he's a smart man. That's why he's a king, bro. He utilized
Get his 5 more entries in there too.
Yeah, go ahead and mark him down for those, bro. I did see that come through.
I got a list going too of the people that fucked with it on the Instagram.
Yeah, and I'll let you know when the sales pop off and it's somebody that I recognize, or y'all let us know in the chat as well. That way you can get credit for that.
Yes. Yeah, be sure to stand up and take a bow. You know what I mean? And let everybody know, let the world know. You know what I'm saying? And hold on, I guess I should get some gloves for every time I handle the autograph ball. You know what I mean? Pause.
All right, Axon Jackson's back at practice.
Let's
All right.
go.
And the world can collectively exhale. Celebration. And I think that we should be used to that. I mean, no one ever sweats it when we hear Derrick Henry is getting a maintenance day, right? But I guess it wasn't maintenance for old action.
All right, for the
Oh,
Detroit
colonoscopy.
Lions, Josh Pascal and Malcolm Rodriguez are going to be not playing this week.
Okay, who's this?
Who's
Rodriguez?
Josh?
Josh
I was gonna say,
Pascal?
Who? I know a Zach. I didn't know that there was a Josh.
It's his brother.
Yeah, it's brother.
Pascal.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. I'm going to.
Dennis
Yeah.
said Jimmo working out on a trade, and Jax Falcon jumped in and ruined it.
Jack Falcone, what are you doing?
Hey,
Falcone, get out of
Falcone.
here. You're not even a manager. You're
He's
co-manager.
part of the organization, though.
Co-managing leagues. Yeah, he sent me an offer the other day too. It was too rich for my blood.
Hey, before the year started, so Gemma, we're going back and forth, right? And I was about to net me a Drake London, a Gibbs, and a Ivan Pace, and I was gonna send him Nabbers, I think it was Najee, and some other linebacker, but
Hey, that's a great trade.
it was a great trade for me, so to speak. But then I was like, and he's like, I'm like, I don't really like Drake like that. You know, I'm playing hardball because I really didn't at that moment too. And then
It's a good trade
he's
for
like,
both
well, look. Then he goes, look, I sent you the offer, everything you're asking for. Go hit accept. I go to look for it, right? And I sent him a screenshot. This is not the offer. Yeah, well, Jax went in there and edited it. He said, we're not doing that. I'm like, come, leave him out of this. And shout out to my man Ghost Monkey. I remember we was in that $600 league last year. You're in it too, kiddo. And it was Ghost Monkey and his cousin. And I couldn't get a trade off with him because I'm like, there's two brains in one team, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's kind of like messed up, man.
is a co-manager. It's like being married.
If that's the case, all the playmakers are my co-managers because y'all is the one that I go to. Like, all right,
For real.
call me
I'm
crazy,
a co-manager
but,
with Crispy in a league, but I'm in the behind, the way behind. I haven't. It's all Crispy. I haven't done shit.
Yeah, I remember
He
one
wants
time
to come and ask like every once in a while I'll look at some stuff and I'll be like, I could put a waiver claim in for this guy, or do we really like the idea of picking up this guy over another guy? But I just leave it alone. I'm not involved. I'm there if he needs me.
You're a good man. He sent me the invite one time because I took up his offer. He's like, hey, you want to co-manage some of my team, son? I said, sure, man. You know, this is a couple years ago. And then my dumb ass couldn't. I was like, I don't know where the invite is, man. and then I figured out I was playing him in one of those leagues that week. I was like, I don't know if I want to help co-manage your team playing against me right now.
Yeah, you can't be in the same league.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think, I was like, maybe your other ones, but he's also super dope now too. Like, it's awesome to see like him, Derek, Song, all these guys over the years that they're killers. Dennis.
Shout out to Derek. He's first place in the Gen Wealth Dynasty.
Shout out to Big Bro, man.
Yeah,
he's killing it. He's got the points for. He's got the record. He's the unquestioned best team.
He made a smart buy. He bought the Chicago backfield. I wasn't mad at that. You know what I mean? That's what you gotta do with Dynasty. I just paid
coming for you, Derek. All right.
I just paid a 4, 5, and a 6 for Amari.
That number one spot.
I just want to.
Shout out to Minnesota Den, man. We facing off in that league this week.
Oh, word. Yeah, I'm playing against Denny in the nice guys joint, and I only got the one QB. He called me yesterday too. He's like, "Oh, I'm so happy I'm playing against you when you have only one QB and all these bye weeks and injuries." And I was like,
I'm going up against Steamboat.
What's up?
I'm going up against Steamboat in the Gen Wealth this week. Okay.
Oh, what is he? He's a 6-2 team.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he got me last week.
Hey, we got tied. We're 2-3 in that league.
Yes.
Yeah,
we started off the season making that big trade for the 101 overall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy. He just sold off Tank last night. I didn't understand that.
I got Spencer who can bounce around just like his Saints.
Hey, Lee's so vicious.
Savage.
Hey, listen, don't poke the bear with Lee though.
This week.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Yes, I am.
That's an actual recording of Lee.
I was about to say that. Yeah.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. So Lee, I heard you mention what was it about the Tyrone?
Terrell Bernard. He's the go.
No, Tyrone Tracy. He's
Tracy.
he's looking. He's gonna pass the concussion protocol, and then he's likely gonna suit up this weekend.
Yep.
Hey, he's really good.
Yeah, I like him.
Like running.
He's a lot better than what's the other kid? Gray.
Oh yeah,
Evan Gray. Everybody.
Oh, Eric Gray. Yeah.
Deciding what do we go after, Gray or Tyrone Tracy? It's like, well, if you were smart, you would have Tyrone Tracy on your taxi.
Go to trade right there. Den said Dale and Minshew for Garendo, Wicks a third and a fourth.
That's what it was.
That was an odd. I saw that. It was actually you got 2/3 in that trade. So there was a Garendo 2/3 and a fourth.
Yeah,
so you got.
I think he's of the mindset that he thinks it's going to be Garendo time and that CMC is not going to be exactly ready, because I've heard him say as such. But I don't know. You don't just open up the window, the 21-day window for CMC with the condition that we're in as a team, being 4-4. You don't open that window if you don't intend on bringing him back. You know what I mean? So I didn't understand.
But they're probably going to bring him back. But you think he's going to get the carries as normal, or you think they're going to share the role with Mason and CMC?
He's a workhorse.
Yeah, I don't think I think like if the game is out of hand in our favor or out of hand and negatively, then yeah, they'll probably sit CMC. You know what I mean? Like if we're winning, we're not gonna be like CMC, go ahead and chew that clock out. You know what I mean? You know, or if it's because that was Elijah Mitchell a couple years ago, right? All right, Eli, get in there. You know what I mean? I mean, that could be Garendo and or Mason at this point. I mean, it was Mason last year who would spell CMC in those situations, like because we would try to put bubble wrap on them as much as possible. You know what I mean?
Hey, is there any word on Mason's injury?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the Niners, though, JD. You know,
It's the bye week, right? So
Yeah,
it's the bye week, so you're really not going to hear too much about that one. No.
Yeah, because like, look at they're not even talking about the Debo oblique injury. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're not mandated to talk about it, they won't. You know what I mean? So they'll keep everybody in the dark. I mean, same thing with CMC. Oh, he has a calf, 4 to 6 weeks. He'll be good to go week 1. Yeah, he's good to go. It's really neat, right? Shanahan uses the word neat a lot, right? And then they get to week 1, and then it was Jordan Mason. He spilled the beans. Like, yeah, they told me that it was going to be me. Remember that?
Come on.
Shanahan be lying to the world. You know what I mean? Keep everything in house. Play everything close to the vest. Yeah, I hope Debo's all right though. And Juwan Man Jennings, if he's floating around in waivers right now, swoop.
He's playing this weekend. Oh, next week he'll be ready for next week. Sorry.
Yeah. He should, because if it was bad, he would have put him on the IR. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he should be back. But yeah, pick him up and stash him.
Let's go.
Yeah, because once we get CMC back, it's gonna hella help everybody else too. Like, look at Jordan Mason this year. What is he in rushing yards? He's one of the league leaders, right? But he's definitely the league leader in running against highest percentage stack boxes.
You think this hurts Kittle though, because he's been the one who's like really been shining the entire season.
Yeah, because whenever it is CMC, he's down there blocking too, helping a lot more for CMC down the field.
I'm pissed. Okay, fine.
But here's the thing: tight end is so bad. And like it's so crazy because Kittle doesn't even he used to be like a 40-yard a game average guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's actually having one of the better years on a per game basis in his career, and it just so happens to be on one of the shittier tight end years in its entirety. Right? Like he's awesome right now.
I'm cashing in on the Kittle. I swooped in and got him in redrafts and some startups. I was like, you know what? It's too good of a value. He fell out of ridiculous value this year. It was picking him up.
Yeah, he's part of an 8-0 team I got in Dynasty, bro. But that team just died on me, bro. If I show y'all the screen of how many motherfuckers is pup IR on that squad, and man, I might take my first L this week, bro. 100%.
Hey man, I'd rather take the L in the regular season than in the post.
Bro. Fucking hey.
All right, this just came out. Chris Olave is considering wearing a Guardian hat on Sunday.
Good for him.
Hell yeah. See, I like more players coming out and not doing
especially bigger names too.
Oh, it's a personal reason. I'm like, elaborate. You know, motherfucker, tell me why you don't think it's a good idea. And if it's strictly cosmetic,
he's doing it because of his concussion history.
Whatever the fuck the explanation is, give it to us so we can have a good opinion on you. Because right now, all you're saying is that I think the people that wear Guardian caps are bitches, and I don't like that.
He suffered 4 concussions in the last 5 seasons, it says here.
If anybody was going to wear a Guardian cap, it should be this guy, and he's out there going, oh, I'm not going to wear it.
Who, Tua?
The tuna fish.
Tuna fish, exactly.
Yeah, the tuna.
Elaborate. Why don't you like it?
I don't get it.
And I've never personally worn it, so I don't know if it's effective or not. So maybe that's his excuse. Tell us.
It's like
tell
players,
us it's not effective.
It's like players wearing grills, right? They want to stunt out there on the field, but don't let somebody accidentally get up in that thing and jam your whole shit. And now your gums is pushed back and all. You know what I mean?
I did some research, looked into some data. There's not enough testing or evidence that shows that it makes any difference in preventing any concussions. So at this point,
we know that last night it was a neck injury. So I did have that feeling. I was like, oh, this is going to be the thing where like, oh, the Guardian cap doesn't mean anything. But since it was a neck, I was like, yeah, it does make sense because that's what it looked like to me initially. Is like this could be a neck injury.
But with Adams,
that the guy that carted out that got.
Oh yeah, I bet.
what was his name? Who's the guy that got carted off the field?
I'm trying to remember right now.
I missed the first half. Sorry.
I'm sorry, it wasn't last night. This was during the Cleveland Browns game.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
my man JOK.
JOK, yeah, because he was wearing the Guardian cap. My bad. I know I said last night. You know, because I watched the
You
replay
would wear
last
the
night.
Guardian cap thinking they would get harder.
And I saw that play, and I was like, "Oh man, he's got the Guardian cap, and they're gonna start like going, it's not effective. Why would we wear this thing?" But since it was a neck injury and not a concussion, that there's still some hope for the Guardian cap to come out and say, "Hey, we do. If it's just a little bit better, that's big." Because we want our guys to stay healthy, so I don't give a fuck. If all our guys can be better off wearing it, then I want them wearing it.
100%. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Everything. I agree with you. You know how it is, kiddo. You get used to what you like to wear on the field, or it don't feel right.
But like I you know,
That's
when you're in
true for sure.
practice. Okay, so we used to pause. We used to call them condoms. So we put them on our helmets because we didn't have defensive jerseys and offensive jerseys in practice. We had what went over the helmet, and that signified that you were playing defense. So if you had the condom on your fucking helmet, then that guy was not somebody that the quarterback should be throwing the ball to. That's kind of how I picture the Guardian cap. You know, it slides over the top. You don't even know you have it on. To me, he could have gone out and said, you know, I don't think I have enough information, or I'm getting feedback from the guys who are wearing it that it doesn't do anything, so I'm not gonna wear it. But just to be like, oh, personal choice, that really bugged me. I was like, you need to elaborate. And then I think he's so hard headed that he's gonna say, I don't need to elaborate. You know, I have less of a fucking respect for Tua when he makes that type of comment and he doesn't have a conversation about it. You know, I want you to explain and talk to us and tell us why you don't want to wear it, not go out there and say, none of your business. It's a personal decision, bitch. Like, that's how I took it. So, I don't know. I think he's a little bit ignorant.
for real, right?
Yeah, you know, and he's probably tired of answering those questions too. You know, I mean, because it's all optical. 100%. Whether, you know, the NFL feel like they really trying to protect the players, or, you know, I mean, whether whatever side of the argument you're on, but with the Tua situation, just because we've seen it so many times in prime time situations, you know what I mean, and he always has to answer these questions. Then you got motherfuckers saying, well, they think he should stop doing what he loves, you know.
All right, guys, breaking news. T. Higgins is doubtful for Sunday.
On everything.
He's gonna get traded.
Fire up Gesicki. Traded to the Texans. No.
Hey,
Okay.
I remember I wanted that for a while there. Remember that Peacock last offseason? I was like, "Let's trade for Higgins."
We got Cam in the building. Yeah.
Killer Cam.
We got Albert in the building. What's up, bro?
What's up, Big Bert?
We in the building, man. It really was here yesterday too. It was 82 when it's usually cold, like in the 60s around this time. That's right.
I love this time of year because I work at night, so it actually dropped a lot. I'm like, I like it when it's crisp, dry air. So when it's 48 degrees and out, like dry, no humidity, I'm all about it. And then during the day, it's been getting like almost upper 70s. Like, this is my favorite time of year. I love fall. Fall is the best.
You ain't lying.
Nice.
Yeah, and the goddamn
Burton.
man, I had to like sleep. I've been sleeping with clothes on for real because usually I'm just draws, bro.
I am with Derek. He said, Mr. Glass, aka T. Higgins. I told y'all to trade his ass away. I was like, hey,
I've been very consistent with that statement. For like
very consistent.
I've known him.
Felt great about that Garrett Wilson masterclass yesterday, huh?
Yeah,
that's right.
Bakes was trying to acquire the Garrett Wilson for all year. I would not budge unless he was going to add Chase into the conversation, but he wasn't touching it. So I'm like, I'm keeping Garrett Wilson then. It's like there's no way.
What's their schedule look like? Actually, their schedule's pretty nice.
The Jets?
for Rogers and company, yeah. As far as fantasy goes, like they got a
Yeah,
fantasy
it's not terrible. I still don't think that they're a playoff ready team. Like when they went out and they got Devontae Adams, I was like, that's not going to be enough. And I know that they won last night, but I have a bigger feeling that like the Texans beat themselves. I didn't watch any of the game, so I don't know.
Red zone woes.
But I think I just really don't have.
No, a lot of things have to go into fall into place for that to happen. I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs.
So they're for the running back position, the playoff schedule is set up real nice. 100%. The quarterback set matchup for the playoff run isn't too good. Running back real nice, and then the wide receiver position for the Jets.
They're panicking because they know they only got Aaron Rodgers on borrowed time, so they go like, if we don't have Aaron Rodgers, maybe we can't do anything in the playoffs. I'm like, well, you know,
they read Aaron Rodgers' wish list. His wish list had all the homies on it. Get me Devontae. Get me Randall Cobb. Get me Lazard. He's like, give me all.
Yeah, Lazard's on the IR, man. I guess
hold on. I got something for that real quick. Hold up.
What's up?
Lazard. Sorry, I had to step away really quickly. I had to notarize a document. Some folks are opening up a dispensary here in the county.
How does that work down there?
I didn't want to ask questions because
that's pretty cool.
But
well, you know what though? You have maybe later on you'd be like, can I get your card? So like, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be medical, and that's the way in. You got to get a card.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that's like 25 years ago, Bay Area shit, or Cali even.
Yeah, because I know there's places around here, and it's like Delta. What is it? 9 or 8 or 8? There you go. I don't know how
Delta 9 is a good one.
Okay, so yeah, so there's variances of that stuff, and it's there's stuff around there or whatever.
I haven't smoked any of that Delta shit, but I've seen it. It looked like weed.
Well, Delta 9 is in almost every single Cali weed that you get. I'm pretty sure Delta 9 is the starter on, like, if you chemically like wrote it out on the chalkboard.
Yeah, they say like once it burns, it gives you that effect.
Tetrahydrocannabinol, and then that's the true THC that we fuck with.
Interesting.
Nice work there, scientist.
Yes. I mean, I'm just a doctor, mate.
Tetrahydrocannabinol.
I can't pronounce that.
That's where it comes from. Yeah. No, Kiddo can pronounce anything under the sun, bro. Like, I could barely even read.
How about this one?
Oh yes, I worked on that one. That's the hurricane kick, but it's Tatsuke.
Yeah, pretty close. Tatsumaki Senpu Kayaku.
Kensopu. Tatsuke Kensopu. Something.
You're pretty close, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Shout out to Street Fighter 2. We love Street Fighter 2 right here. I don't think they were doing that in Street Fighter 1. Maybe they were, but I know in Street Fighter 2, that's when they started saying all that shit.
Combo breaker.
Oh, Mortal Kombat. Oh no, is that Killer Instinct?
Killer Instinct.
That's Killer Instinct. Yeah.
I was wondering if Jordan Love is playing this week. We do not know.
Yeah, he was at practice yesterday at a limited capacity, but that could have just been him, like literally like stretching or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would make game. I mean, this is a big game. I would imagine they're trying to do everything is possible to get him into this game, right? It's against the Lions.
Yeah, it's a big one.
They're on. The Lions are on.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Damn, when's the last time the Lions lost a game?
I could look it up. But I was also working on a Gen Wealth NWO type logo.
Nice.
Oh,
if you get that up, I'm gonna order it before today. I'm gonna order it today. You need to give me a couple.
Yeah, I'm almost done with it.
I'll definitely have to check that out myself too. Just let me know when it's up. I'll definitely too.
I'll put that up for you guys here in a sec.
Yeah, because I always want to at least order 2-3 things at a time, just so the shipping's worth it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I do too.
For sure.
Exactly.
Oh shit! I thought that was actual. That was an actual knock. I thought it was. It sounded like somebody was like, "Barge," you know what I'm talking about? The Fed one.
JOK has been ruled out,
Yep, we expected that.
as is Jordan Hicks also.
Yep. So for all you IDP guys out there, there's a guy, Winston Reed. He's gonna be behind, or he's gonna replace JOK. At least that's what it says on the depth chart. And then the other guy is interesting. The guy who's replacing Jordan Hicks, because he balled out actually last week. He has a crazy name. It's like Munu, some shit. But like his last name's like DIAB something. Diablo. Like he has
Diablo? Yeah,
no, not Diablo. It's like watch.
Diablo.
I was gonna say, to answer Dennis in the chat, I think with Higgins out, it's gonna be Gesicki, not Jermaine Burton or Irwin who gets those targets.
Yeah, if you look at the games that Higgins is out, Gesicki, I think he averages 8 targets each one of them games, right?
Dallas Guard did not practice today, so it looks like he's out again this week also.
Good. Stay the fuck out the way for all our Devontae Smiths and AJ Brown's always safe, but it definitely affects Devontae Smith whenever Goddard's out there.
And shout out to Derek. He says he's getting back to work. May not catch up with us until Sunday night, but we really appreciate you for joining all the lives and helping us out. Derek.
Bro.
Hell yeah, Derek.
Enjoy your
Derek.
Enjoy your Friday.
Motherfucker fired up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy your Friday, bro.
Yeah, man. Enjoy your weekend.
Let's get it.
Yeah, so
back to Love.
Yeah, back to Jordan Love. He definitely is. They're pushing for him to go. This is gonna be. We should pretty soon here get a Friday injury report for them because they're on the Midwest time.
And who Darnold got this week? Indy.
Yep, and that's a smash spot.
Yeah,
so
smash
I
spot.
kind of do like. I mean, you know what, Jordan Love, he wasn't hurt. He's a smash spot here too because the Lions give up booty.
We're talking Jordan Love as almost a must start if he's healthy.
Yeah, but he has a great pivot for with Darnold. You know what I mean, against Indy.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's real nice.
Yeah, Indy gives up ass.
Good job, Chase. You did it.
Let's get that.
You have your quarterback position under control. Don't matter what happens, we got it.
Indeed,
Minnesota. Actually, all the NFC North quarterbacks right now are looking pretty nice for fantasy.
You know what sucks for Caleb and them? I was thinking about this. Is like he was already complaining about the play calling and just like kind of the vanilla nature of what they're doing. But man, it was like Dan Quinn and them had it figured out. They came out off the bye week flat as all hell. And Dan Quinn and them, they got them boys playing on both sides of the ball, bro. That shit's crazy right now.
Shout out to DQ, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think this week against Arizona, we're gonna see some big things from Caleb.
Yeah, it's the matchup. You know what I mean?
Would you guys, with Higgins out, would you pick up Cortland Sutton?
Hell yeah.
I don't like the matchup this week immediately.
Cam said, man, at least Wilson had a great game because my wide
receiver. I do like the matchup this week. They're playing the Ravens. My bad, JD.
Go ahead, bro. Cook.
No, I'm good. I just wanted to answer this question.
Who's playing the Ravens?
The Ravens have the
he's looking for a Higgins replacement.
He's trying to fill out the Higgins things.
Oh man, I love the Cortland pick. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
And the Ravens, they're down their D tackle Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Mark Pierce? It's M. Pierce. Anyways, he's a bad motherfucker. When he's like their Vita Vea, he's gonna clog up that whole middle. He's out this game. So you know what I mean? The Ravens, they're gonna have to run up the scoreboard. So
and for what it's worth, it might not mean too much or nothing, but the Raiders did go into Baltimore and got that W. So you know what I mean? The way the Broncos is looking, the Broncos might not be no pushover when they going to Baltimore this weekend.
No, they're not a pushover.
100%, bro.
Bo Nix has more touchdowns than any other rookie in the NFL right now.
Yeah, Get him some weapons. He'll be all set.
He got more than Jaden Daniels, Caleb, any of the wide receivers. He's got more touchdowns.
He's cooking, bro.
That's right, because he got the Russian Jones too.
Shout out to Smitty. Smitty said, "I'm in a
The
queue."
Russian?
Yeah, the comrades.
Come on now.
Comrade, come on, son.
Hey, they're taking Westerners like a motherfucker. Like it's almost a free entry pass for you. If you want to be a Russian, you can go out there and become a Russian.
I mean, Diddy and like Lil Durk on him. They've.
I think that's what Trump's gonna do when he loses this election. He's gonna go, oh fuck it, I'm gonna go be Russian.
Russia's it's a really great place. It's the best. Russia, it's
he
so
already
great.
got businesses out there. He's got hotels and all that shit. He's at home.
Russia's so good. They have the best call girl. That's top of the line.
They got the best call girls.
Oh yes, I love Russia. Best mail order brides. Yes, the best. Money can buy.
Well, you're already there. You don't have to wed them. You know.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Man, that's crazy. Hey, Smitty said I'm in a 2 QB league with my fam and my cousin has AR5, and I had to pick up a quarterback because of May's concussed. Luckily, I have a higher priority, so I got Flacco. Why does it feel like I took his his chess move?
Hey, you know what? Fire him up. Flacco is gonna be a play.
Flacco's a play, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they came out and said that he's playing for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
Yes,
he is.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. And then they had to double back and double down on it, but also remind everyone, but we aren't giving up on AR. It's like just said Flacco's the rest of the way, but I get what they're saying. Like,
Right.
maybe they want him. It's almost like another rookie year for him. Hey, sit your ass
Yeah,
down.
we gotta give him the Alex Smith,
Hey, that was one of the worst 10 starts ever. He had 10 starts in the league. That is not. It's bad.
It's very bad.
King E said, lost IU. Should I trade Javonte Williams for Reed? I have Gibbs and Kamara.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, we could do that. Reed is a hit and miss type of receiver, but boy, when he hits, it's big.
He hits with Jordan Love, because we've literally seen 3 games with Love, 3 games without. The 3 games that I guess I'm not counting last week. They already had their bye week too, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Who's that?
No, the Green Bay didn't yet.
I think
Yes,
it's
sir.
Green Bay's 10.
10. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh,
Kim said if T. Higgins doesn't play,
P. Higgins is not playing.
yeah, he's out.
Tillman, Ladd, Jaden Reed. We don't know about Jordan Love and Chase Brown. You got good options.
It's Ladd, then Tillman in that order for me.
I ain't mad at that 100% because Ladd.
He said Reed too.
Ladd and Tillman,
Yeah.
Yeah, the Browns and the Chargers play each other, right?
Yep, they do.
100%. I'm definitely going with the Ladd first.
Yeah,
then
Chase Brown. I don't know if we're talking flexes, but I have Chase Brown up there.
Damn, T. Higgins has already been ruled out, so yeah, you just go with your other.
I've always liked Ladd. When he was with Georgia, the Brock Bowers Ladd combo. Brock Bowers is the number 1, and then Ladd was number 2. That team was like almost unbeatable, except for the fucking actual championship games.
I obviously like him too. I overpaid $25 when nobody else even
You
bid on
didn't
it.
overpay. Come on.
You didn't overpay. That was a steal, man. That was a steal.
Let's see. I spent $100 and
I
some
spent
odd
$13 on
dollars
Raheem
for
Mostert and nobody bid
Mechie.
on him either. It's crazy.
I think that's an overpay, but I wasn't gonna. That's a 32-man team, or a 32-man league. So the waivers are definitely very, very shallow. I had to go with the upside of the idea that Mechie could be a full-time starter, but it just didn't. Him or Hutchinson, they didn't show up last night. They didn't do nothing.
It was Hutchinson 0 for 3 or 0 for 2 and Mechie 0 for 3 or something like that. So they're like combined 0 for 5.
It was off. It was opposite. Hutchinson got the 3 targets.
There you go.
He got the 2.
And they were open in some of these cases. I think Stroud just kind of missed him. I feel like he was maybe seeing some ghosts because of the pressure.
Yeah. Okay.
Throws you off. But they were getting open. Mechie was open on a deep crosser for what could have been a big gainer. He beat his guy in the slot. So possible.
Hey, Lee.
Yeah.
We got a question for you. Do y'all think playing the Chargers defense is a trap this week? What you think, Chargers expert?
LOL. Can't forget that part.
Yeah.
Chargers.
I haven't seen any guys from the injury report for the defense this week. I mean, then again, they're going against it. Well, I thought that with the Saints last week, that Saints have a good defense, but the Cleveland defense this year hasn't shown me anything. So I'm not sold on Cleveland, but I do think we got a good matchup this week, but I don't know.
Well, they did beat Lamar Jackson, who's on track to be
Exactly.
the MVP of the league. So Justin Herbert is nowhere near as dangerous as Lamar. So I think you're disrespecting the Cleveland defense a little.
I'm not
bit.
disrespecting. I'm not saying they're a good defense. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the only person that scares me is Myles Garrett. I'm sorry. I don't want to let him to get graveyard, but at least we didn't get in that one.
Well, they know how to scheme up the pass rush, so it's not just a bring forward. They're
going to bring it. I know that.
They're
going
to
to
bring
it.
Yeah. They bring DBs in. They have a lot of. It's the homie from fucking Detroit that's out there right now. He's a defensive mind. I feel like.
God.
What's the old head coach out in Detroit that's now in Cleveland? Whatever his name is, he's out there. He's doing the play calling. He's doing pretty good. He was able to get a win against Baltimore. That's pretty big when you're talking about division in division wins. Like that's probably gonna give them an advantage somehow if they string up some wins. They might be able to squeeze into the playoffs somehow by beating Baltimore like that.
Yeah, that's true.
But it depends on how Jameis Winston plays because it was very dangerous. Winston is very dangerous. He throws the ball.
I'm not gonna lie. Winston scares me this week. It does.
Yeah, a little bit scary because he's willing to just throw the ball.
But as Bogey says, I think it could be a shootout.
I told Bogey too. It's like, okay, the one thing I hate about Winston is when he makes a bad decision and he throws it into a hole where it's non-existent, and you got 3 defenders around 1 receiver.
Oh, that's his signature move.
That's his signature move. But you know what? Last week happened. He did it. The defense couldn't come up with the interception, and then he hits Tillman with the bomb and for a touchdown. The very next play, I'm like, damn, everything is going right for this motherfucker right now. Hey. Cleveland is loving it because after that almost INT, you can hear the stadium go, oh no, this guy sucks. And then all of a sudden, the next play was like, boom, yeah, woo.
What is worth right now, as of right now in fantasy production, the Chargers are number 1 at least giving up fantasy points to a wide receiver.
Yeah, the defense is
top 5 at giving up.
They just gave it up to Chris Olave though. That's why I wanted to point that out. You know what I mean?
100%. And their top 5 have given up points to the least points to the running back position as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing is that Cleveland is in the bottom 5 of giving up points to the wide receiver.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Herbert might have action this week 100% if they're able to protect him.
Yeah, and what sucks about the Browns right now is because they're actually they were fairly decent against the run, but now you're down 2 of your best linebackers. So
yeah,
you know.
Well, they got Devin Bush. We always always phase out Devin Bush, but he has a little bit of
but he plays
tenacity.
He plays is it the wheel?
Okay, PFF put this out the other day. They said the teams with the most at stake in Week 9, Denver with a win this week has a 79% chance of the playoffs, 50% with a loss. The Buccaneers 63% playoff, 35% with a loss. For the Chargers 71%, 44%. And the Colts 62-37. The Bears 71-44, and Green Bay 85-62.
You can add some percentage points to the Colts because Houston lost last night.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, this about 3 days ago too.
And if Indy would have won last week as well, they would have been right there with them
in the South. Yeah, exactly.
on everything. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, and they're literally going to Flacco because they can't afford to lose anymore. And then they got the Vikings here, which is an L for them on paper already, right? If you
I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago in the huddle. I was like, they should have just gone to Flacco earlier, probably beaten Houston and be in a great situation right now, but they're stubborn and stupid. And they got swept by the Texans, the first CJ Stroud, the first quarterback to do it since Brock Osweiler.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Since the lobster. Let's go. Remember the Brock Lobster?
Yeah, people think that he was bad, and he wasn't too bad. He was actually
Osweiler? He was
bad.
bad.
No, I know, but the one season with Houston, he still had like a 9 or 10 win season, and they won a playoff game. So
Yeah.
One of the quarterbacks Hopkins played with. 15. What we count? 15 one day. How many quarterbacks?
easy.
It's magic. Right.
The list continues to grow.
Yates.
Yeah.
He got
It was Deshaun Watson.
Tom the
Definitely.
Macho Man Savage.
Man.
Brian Hoyer. Mallet. Watson.
Watson,
That's
there
six.
you go. That's where Nook got his best season by far. Were with
I mean, he had I think he had an
He had
1,100
one
yard
season,
season
he was
his
like-
sophomore year, rookie year.
almost pushing like 17.
It might have been his sophomore year because his rookie year, I think he had like 800 or something.
That's right. It was a
Tank Dell almost broke that in 7 games or whatever it was.
And then
Take
then
it
he
easy
went
on
to
me
Kyler.
this week. I need this win. That was Minnesota Dan.
All right, Juju's out.
Who?
Juju.
Juju Smith
Oh, Juju.
Schuster
Oh, yeah.
is out.
Yeah.
Cam said he need one wide receiver, one flex. I got DK in the flex in case he doesn't play. Or would you play Otten in the flex? Fire up Otten.
Fire up the Otter. The Otter case. The safety valve.
It looked like
It's actually how you attack that Chiefs defense too.
Yeah, Jameson had a lot. Jameis had a lot of interceptions drop last.
3 of them, I believe.
Let's go.
It was very, very risky.
He's very disappointed in
a
himself.
very ugly win.
He gets mad at them when they don't take it back to the house. And now I gotta wait to get the ball back. You know what I mean? He likes to throw a real big, good pick six early. He's like, "Oh,
But you know, he capitalized on their mistake. If they didn't come down with the interception, it was like the next play. Jameis
it was the Ravens. The Ravens suck.
They fucking were able to cut.
As far as their
capitalize
secondary
on-
goes, their
on the
corners,
lack.
they have 2 and 3s back there. You know what I mean?
we got my
Look at
dog
the
in the
old man
building.
out there.
Top of the morning, Hefe.
What's up, hey?
Ugh.
Part the star
Lord.
representative, man.
Buffalo, stand up.
Come on now, stand up.
East Buff.
Chase said Jameis had a couple of drop INTs last week.
Yeah, 3 to be exact, right?
Lee, what's the latest on Stafford? Any
I haven't seen anything just yet, but I think he's a go.
Yeah. Did he get hurt last week or what? Why are
I
we
haven't seen
concerned?
anything on Staffy.
He's
I'll
always
talk about
banged
those.
up. Stafford's the type, but man, I've seen Stafford.
Stafford is my age, bro. He's always going to be a little banged up after a game.
Man, remember he would have like a fractured.
Actually, I think
He
he's
had
too
like a
young.
fractured middle finger, bro. And he on his throwing hand, he'd have a little mankind.
Oh, remember that play where he got super walloped, whacked, and he was going to come out like,
Oh yeah, and it was a 4th down coming up. And he said,
that's the best. That's like the best. I couldn't take my eyes.
He gets
I
up
can't
from
take
the
my
ground.
eyes off of that whole series that they
No,
filmed.
he's
It's just like the
Matthew
beta, the
Stafford's
best.
a go.
Yeah, he's going to play.
Stafford's
He's
a go.
Staffy.
Hey, top of the
He had
morning.
a dislocated shoulder.
Yeah, that's what it was. Dislocated shoulder. And he was like super pain. He was like, I can't. Like, oh, he couldn't even breathe and shit.
Yeah, and they're like, we're down. I think. It was
And then there was like a TV timeout, or there was something happened, and then after the timeout, he was like, hell yeah, fuck it, I'm going back in there.
Everyone literally, get the fuck off me. Get the fuck out of my way. Like he was like,
I guess Kenyon Green's being placed on the IR.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he suffered a
hit
dislocated
the
shoulder.
celebration drop.
I feel so bad, but at the same time, I don't.
Hey, man, he's been
Dude,
detrimental
they
to
kept
that whole
starting him, dude. They kept starting him. I said to bench him like a month ago almost, right? Like, change it up. Let's see what happens. And then when they do, when he would get hurt and come out of the game, they do well or they do better. Like I don't know. Like think about it. If you can run block the
They
same,
started running better last night.
even if so, like even if that Joe, it doesn't matter in the run blocking, right? So if the other guy is equally as bad in the pass pro, like why not give another guy a chance? You know that this dude's not working out. Anyways, on the IR, I bet it wasn't even that bad of an injury. They're just like, you know what, bro, sit this month out.
We're gonna let you get the rest of your money.
Get your money and see if we can trade you.
Sit your ass down over there.
Get away from the
Hey,
team.
we're eating at the active table at lunch, okay? Sit on the IR table and you eat your lunch over there.
Philly Kids had just traded away Javante and Zay for DK. What y'all think?
I love it.
TK.
What's your
I
rank,
like it.
bro? What's your
Because
rank?
I would sell high on Zay. That's why I love it.
Mhm.
And
But
just-
but
our
DK
take
is.
DK will be fine.
It's just one piece. I don't like giving up the two pieces for one piece.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either.
right now because I don't think Zay's value drops with Deontay coming.
I think
Zay
it does.
they still gonna be able to get loose and all that, man. And 100% the threat of that run game and everybody getting sucked up. Pause. Zay gonna get loose. 100%,
You know,
bro. Hey,
Yeah, you're talking like DK on his best gets 10 targets, and then with the two combined, the Zay and Javante, which you can plug in on a weekly basis, we're talking like 20 plus targets. Like Javante is gonna get 15 carries, maybe like 3 or 4 receptions, and then Zay is gonna have like 10 targets. That's like 25 right there, man. That's a lot of
I
opportunity.
do want to stop thinking that Lamar and them don't throw it like that because they do get in shootouts because their secondary is so fucking bad. You know what I mean?
trash. 100%. Hey, good
The-
win last week, FA. FA whooped me in the ass. You the classy, man. You motherfucker. You know, I'm 0-2 against you this week.
This is hey,
What is that? Put me on the waiting list for the Ashy.
I'm a beer drinker.
It's a long list.
I
Put
gotta
my
drink
name on that
all
motherfucker.
day, so sometimes in early mornings, especially, I'm rocking with the natural light. Early
That's
morning
right.
like this, it's especially a natural light. But last night I went out and I had like the IPAs and the sours and all the flavors and shit like that. I drink all day though.
We got a
Bona
question.
fide alcoholic.
Rahamador or Chase Brown? I have Chase starting, but for some reason I want to give Ramondre a go. And who they got? The Jacksonville Jaguars this week?
No,
The Pats?
Jacksonville got the Eagles.
Oh.
The Pats have.
Chase is a play this week, if I
Yeah, they
remember
got the
right.
Raiders.
Okay, they have the Titans. Oh, okay. See, I'm still gonna lean Chase Brown, but the one thing that sucks is that now he's getting all the work on the early downs, but he's not getting targeted like that anymore. But I like Chase Brown. And then there's Reminder, he just gets all of it. And I think Gibson.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Ramondre because
Yeah,
he commands that
I'm gonna go
80%
with you on that one.
snap share, bro. No matter what, he gonna get all the work and he getting targeted out the backfield, bro.
So
Yeah, and
what we
it's-
really need to know is where Drake May is.
Drake May is a trending. He has to clear one more step in the concussion protocol. He's a question mark to play this week.
So if Drake May is in there, then that opens up opportunities for the running game because he's a threat downfield. He could throw it 30 plus times. Jacoby Brissett, we don't want him to throw 30 plus times. So they're gonna run the ball a lot. And then last week it was Stevenson against a winnable matchup against the Jets. We just seen what Mixon did to them. Stevenson ran the ball 20 times for only 48 yards.
Who the Patriots playing?
This next week they're playing Tennessee.
Oh yeah, that's right. We just said that.
100%.
Yeah, and
He scored twice last week too.
Tennessee's damn
Yeah, he
defense is
scored
actually
twice. That's
pretty
that
good
was
secondary.
saving grace for his fantasy profile, but he didn't do anything really. Technically, 20 carries, 48 yards. That's not good.
Check
You
it
don't
out.
like that.
Can y'all see that?
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
that is nasty. Actually, I'm buying that shirt.
yeah.
This
buying
up,
it.
bro.
My mouth.
That's
There
nice.
we go. I'll get it in.
That's the-
I'm gonna have to flip all the colors now that I think about it.
That font is perfect.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cool. All
It's
right,
like
working
my
on
dream
getting that
working
up in a bit.
I always wanted to beat our own NWO. I swear to God.
Come on now.
All right, I'm gonna go to the company restroom real fast, and then I'll be right back.
You there?
In my midday, medicine.
Yeah, hit the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Pun intended.
I like it.
Exactly.
Right.
Wow.
I
I
think
wish I
one
had a
time
job like that.
it is funny because anytime I've ever like worked like a traditional job, I always found all the potheads there, and that's all we would do on breaks. Breaks before work, after work.
That's risky business in my career field.
I mean, you just got to hop in the whip and mob. You know what I mean?
My whip is a good fucking 15-minute walk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For you, it's different. What is the policy over there in the Magic Kingdom when it comes to like vapes and stuff?
Zero smoke, zero vaping. You have to go off property. So if you want,
I mean, they did fuck me one time. Pause. They was like, you can't come in here with all these pre-rolls and all these things. I said, word? I said, they're
can't do
closed.
none of that. No, you can't have no cigarettes.
That was the first time I ever met, what was his face there? He walked in with hella shit. I was like, man, what the fuck?
Oh.
Yeah, he gets in with hella shit. Then I'm here with the whole clan. I got the Disney daddy shirt. My girl got the mommy. All the kids.
He got the Ziploc on the waist of the pants. You know, like so they're not gonna frisk you, but
nah, they wouldn't.
Yeah, nah, they just have you walk through. If you don't buzz it, they're looking for weapons more than anything. So they want you coming in with anything dangerous.
He even took my carts off the top of my stizzies, but luckily I had one stashed away because I clearly was trying to hide him to bring him in. You know, I had him in my grocery bag and shit. And then I went through hella legit too. They looked all my shit. Then there's this one dude, and mind you, I'm wearing like the camo, everything matching my shit, even the diaper backpack I had. And then the dude's like, "Search him again." this main security guy just comes out the door. Search him again.
If people are unaware, if you ever gone on a flight and you've seen what TSA has, that's how it is coming into Disneyland.
It is. They got the gloves on. Everything. They opening up diaper
bags. They got a machine. Your bags go through it. They look through it. It goes through, and then they got the machine where you walk through.
All right, Jerry Jones just said Trevon Diggs has a tear in his calf.
Oh no, that's a torn calf.
Yeah,
that's kind of out for the season.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Hey, you see, this is where the calf is. You see that?
Yep.
See how there's no muscles on there? Because that's what happens when you play with a torn or a tear on it. That motherfucker, he done, bro.
That's 2 years in a row he's been done.
Yeah, Trevon Diggs, he got injured last season.
Yeah,
that's why it opened up the opportunity for the other guy.
Bland. And Bland can't play because he's hurt too.
Yeah. Yeah, Cowboys is a mess.
Yeah,
how y'all feel about this trade? I traded Zay Flowers for Monty.
Oh, win! Give yourself a round of applause. Take a bow.
I'm all about buying a player. I'm all about buying a player and sending a player away that hasn't had the bye week, and I bring over the one that already.
And I love wide receiver, running back, vice versa. You know, like something that's not like kind of lateral. This is you're improving your running back room. You're getting rid of a wide receiver that you probably could afford to get rid of, and now you got a piece that you're going to start every week from here on out through the playoffs. Detroit, they lean on the run game. We love Monty around here. He's one of our guys. So
he's a playmaker.
We love that. Give yourself a round of applause.
Yeah, stand up and take a bow. Yeah, because I am on the side that there is some, Deontay Johnson eventually will work his way in, and just if you put Zay, because Zay to me is the guy they should have the other side of Bateman when they go three wides, and then have Deontay as that dominant slot guy that he's always been. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, And then we just get Monty, and on one of the rushingest ass teams in the game right now. Let's go.
Minnesota Den said, I got to thank my guy Bogart for putting me up onto Chase Brown last season.
Oh yeah, I was telling him like, okay, here's the thing. It was also like because Chase Brown was decent. One, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't just be like, all right, look at his opportunity and he sucks. You know what I mean? Like an Isaiah Oliver, or wasn't it not Isaiah Oliver? It was his name Isaiah Spiller, right? It was like, listen, if there's no Austin Eckler, bro, this guy, but Isaiah Spiller, he wasn't that great. You know what I mean? Chase Brown got some skill there, and it was really just based on that they weren't going to bring back Jerome Mixon for sure, and they didn't finally. Then they brought in Zach Moss, fucking annoying.
Smitty said, would you play Drake May or Stafford? And then Kidda, you been to Rip Beer Pizzeria in HB? The IPAs are fire there.
In Huntington Beach? No, I've never. I moved here about a year ago, and I've not, other than like, because I golf, there's a couple joints in Huntington Beach that I've been to after a round of golf, but just for like lunch hours. So I've never actually been there for the nightlife and been like out and about. Because I live in downtown Santa Ana, so I just walk out I just walk outside and I walk around and I hit up the spots around here. So there's a few Mission on Main that place has got all the IPAs, sours, like that. Are like right now, I think in Long Beach, you guys have ISM. So fire up ISM. Like go to ISM, and it's ISM, but they pronounce it ISM.
Yeah, we got
to get them as a sponsor here in the show because we got all the ISMs, right? But there's an actual brewery called ISM in Long Beach that's got fire beers. I fucked with them last night. I had a couple of isms last night, different flavors. California, that we've got no shortage of microbrews, and all the flavors mesh well. And
shout out to our man Bakes a Lot. He's a regular around these parts. He's one of us definitely, and he works down there in Bakersfield. He works at a brewery. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Like he runs a brewery type shit.
There you go. Like San Diego, where I grew up, like they kind of like started the microbrewery. Actually, Boston, you could count Sam Adams in there. Sam Adams was probably like the true microbrew, but they took off.
I'd play Stafford.
Everywhere.
I'm playing Stafford over May.
Yeah,
even if May was going, I'm playing Stafford.
We got Chinte in the building. What's happening, fellas?
What's up?
Not much.
See, I see the NIN. I think 9 Inch Nails. I'm like, oh shit! It's a little drop for the 9 Inch Nails.
Hey, that like an Animal song goes crazy, man. That was my joint. He's a very interesting kid. He produced all that shit.
Oh shit! I didn't realize we got all these OC guys here.
Oh, everything in the building, man.
Yeah, man. SoCal stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a Cali thing going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got this.
That shit used to be trippy back in the day, like 20 years ago. We go down to SoCal, and then like we just be somewhere and we're just talking, and I'd be like, oh yeah, woo woo woo, hell of this, hell of that. There's some. Are you guys from Northern California? Like, yeah. How do you know? Because you guys say hella.
Hella, yeah.
But then now it's like everybody in the whole world says hella.
Well, yeah, it was adopted. Hella was adopted, but when it first
was hella adopted.
So it came down like probably when I was in high school. Like honestly, like I heard like hella, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" I was like, "Okay." It's like I could rock with it. It didn't bother me, but some people would be like hella about
everything. It becomes part of the zeitgeist. You know what I mean? It's just in the vernacular. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, for real. Hella. Now it just flows out whenever it's appropriate. It's coming out.
Yeah, if we're describing a lot, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm on silent back here or on mute because I'm coughing up a storm. I'm still dealing with the repercussions of a few moments ago. It was intense.
There we go.
It's very intense. I hadn't put a big old glob. I hadn't put a big old glob in the rig in a long time.
What kind of flavors are you rocking with tonight?
Oh, it was a mixture, but let me see.
I'm hella backwards. The morning is my night, folks.
I have 3 kinds on me right now. Sherb and Sour. These are all Dr. Dabber's brand. Sherb and Sour, Fresh Coat Haze. Okay, didn't even know that one. And Hawaiian Kush.
So does the fresh coat smell like if you're in like a, I don't know,
Like a
dry
limousine?
cleaners or something? You got a fresh coat.
You know what?
It smells
Everyone
good.
loves
I can't really
new
describe it.
Hey, there it is. When I come up with my own strain, it's going to be called New Car Smell. It wouldn't even smell nothing like it.
This one reminds me of like a piney,
Hard to smell.
maybe like
I
a
love it.
piney air freshener.
You smell this in the car.
I also turned on some melting candle wax and stuff. That way, when my coworker comes back from lunch, they don't suspect anything.
There it is. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh, I did have a sale on the website. Somebody picked up an allegedly shirt.
Oh,
If
we
you're-
got the ticker showing it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're in the
$12
chat,
tees
if you're
and
in the
code
chat and that was you, don't be
12.
shy. Let us know, and we
Yeah,
will
let
put
us
you
know
down.
because you get
We
entries.
can put you on a list for because you get 5 entries for. So shout out to whoever bought an allegedly shirt. This is not alleged. They actually did it.
Yeah, I'm trying to log in to figure out if there's a name attached to it because it doesn't tell me off of my email right away.
That was
Yeah.
King D. Shout out to King
Oh,
D.
yeah,
man.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I got him on the
He
list.
bought one last night. He said, but this is another one that just came through right now.
Hey, JD,
Let's
should we keep a
go.
list of all the people or what?
Oh, we got a
I
list.
got a list.
Okay.
I got
got
a
a
list.
list.
We're going to combine all the lists. So
Yeah.
we're all tracking it from every angle.
Lists of lists. Yeah, I'm letting everybody know when I see stuff.
You made the list.
Man,
Who is that?
as you get older, you make these lists quite often. I do. I know that my
You
memory's
made
not
it
as good
sound
as it
so
used.
gloom. I was like,
I have
I do,
paper,
man.
with scratch
My
paper and
memory's
pen to
really
take
good.
notes on everything all the time.
I'm a madman. I need to put notes because I'm so crazy. I think I can remember it all. I was like, okay, I got to actually put these ones down.
Yeah. And I do it old school. Like I could type a note thing on the computer, but whatever.
That's what I use on the iPhone.
But I have I'm like a sticky kind of guy because I'll write like a little note, just like a 1-word kind of thing, like boom, like Fugazi, and I'll put it up here and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a Fugazi report drop or something.
Shout out to Uncle Fugazi, man.
Uncle Fu.
Uh,
I'll be right back. Daisy,
Who's he talking about?
forget about it.
I don't know what's going on in the chat. I haven't been paying attention.
yeah, I think I missed it too.
Yeah, I don't have the chat brought up.
Lee, you're the elder of the group.
Yeah, I think so.
Log in. There we go. Damn.
Yes, sir.
I'll figure it out right now. Let's see.
Yep, Dennis, it's been a year this month in November. That's when I moved up here. But I've been working at Disney since September last year, and I moved up here in late November. So I think the 21st or 22nd, one of those 2 days, that's when I officially moved to the OC from San Diego. My
All
hometown.
right. Xavier Leggett is a question mark for Sunday.
That ain't good for me. I've got him starting in the TFL.
He has a toe injury.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
That's not good. Yeah, he's been in and out. I had him on my roster, and I was like, I'm gonna stash him, and then he got hurt, and I was like, I just gotta drop him.
You know what? I can pivot to Keon Coleman. So
That's
I
not
might-
a bad pivot. That's not a bad pivot at all.
Yeah, I probably would have been starting
I'd
him
love
there.
to have that problem.
I was gonna say I probably would have been starting Keon over him. I don't even know who the Bills are playing. I'm pretty sure. Hold on, I have Shakir in a couple of lineups, so it's like I'm just counting on them to. Buffalo
Lee is-
is playing
Lee is
Cleveland.
definitely the elder of the group. How old are you, Lee?
Buffalo is playing.
I'll be 50 in June.
50.
Oh,
I'll be
Look pretty
50.
He's 49 years old.
look
I
at
already
that.
know he's got to say he'll be 50. He can't just say he's 49.
I can't put the 50 on it just yet, man.
He's
no way.
49 years old.
Yep.
Young, 49 years young.
49 years young. But you know, your body feels it when you get into a certain age.
Lee's a 49er.
I'm a ride mechanic at Disneyland. I work in Tomorrowland, so the Tomorrowland attractions. I we in Disney we call myself an outside machinist.
No,
It's a fancy word for mechanic.
Okay.
Now, kid, how many hours a week do you put in? I know that you work at night.
A minimum of 40. Yeah,
Yeah.
next week I'll be working 6 days.
There you go.
So I am an hourly employee, so that 6th day does go hard.
There you go.
So I was reading a work email. Cancel the depositions.
Trevon Holland's out.
I wonder what's up with Will Anderson. Probably won't find out till later.
Yeah. Yeah. See if I can find.
Mark.
That didn't look good last night, but it was.
Yeah, because I was like, what happened? Like, I couldn't really tell. You said he got rolled up on from behind.
His ankle got rolled up on. That's all I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really see it, but I did see him on the pane, like, no, and I was like, no. Delete that. Thank you for checking.
That would not be a good loss. That would suck.
Yeah, definitely. It hurts. You know, I think it hurt in the second half. You could tell that Aaron Rodgers had a little more time or at least the stats show that it made a difference. There was from 0 to 3.
All right, Pro Football Network had something about his injury. Hold on. Listen, hold on.
Would you play the Bengals defense? Yeah, I would play the Bengals defense, just depending on what other matchups are out there. But I think they're a decent start this week.
The Texans are going to provide an update later this afternoon. That's what they're saying.
I mean, he at least was able to be walking around, and he was trying some moves I saw. So, but then maybe it was starting to swell. Maybe it's one of those. If it was an ankle, maybe it's one of those dreaded high ankle sprains, and then he's out for a couple of weeks.
All it says is the Texans didn't provide an update on Anderson after the game. We'll learn more about his status in the coming days. That's all they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have him in my 2 or 3 places. I think that's what I got him in.
Nico Collins is still wide receiver 14 right now?
Yeah, isn't that wild? He goes on an IR shit, and he's still like,
oh shit,
for the year.
That is crazy.
Nah, Lee doesn't have a job. Lee works for the GWN.
And fixing computers on the side. So that's what I do. That's
Gotta
what
hustle.
I do.
Gotta hustle.
Man, those computers are throwaway items now. Like, you just buy a new one. They're cheap
Pretty
as fuck.
much. No, I do a lot of what I do is I do a lot hooking up people's networks that are on the neighborhood. And people said that.
Yeah,
It's easier.
networking.
Networking is easier.
Setting up the LANs and the devices. Got the projectors. You got the.
Where I live, the people around here are so dumb. They'll pay you to do.
Yeah, right. It's so easy now.
It's so easy.
It's so easy now. Yeah. Back in the day, like 20 years ago, you were definitely repairing computers. Hell
Exactly.
yeah. How do I make this thing better? Oh, okay. Let me take a look at it. Oh, yeah. We could. Well, you're running a PCI board, it was ATG, right? So it's like, or AGI, or I can't remember, AGI boards, and then you had to upgrade them PCIs, and yeah, those are the days.
So I'm working on a white graphic now for the Gen Wealth, and I'm going to launch them both. I'll probably launch the white one so you can wear it on a black shirt. And then launch the other one.
Dennis,
And then launch the other one on colors. What's that? Sorry.
Nah, my bad. A kid of Dennis is trying to get you to reverse jinx in the NFL.
Yeah, he did it the other week with me too. He's like, "Oh, you're whooping my ass on I don't know what early Sunday," and I was like, "Come on, man." And I said reverse jinx, and then he beats me by like 2 points
because I haven't really paid attention to. I know I have Jordan Love, but
I see what you're trying to do, Dennis.
I got Njoku. I could pivot Njoku to Hunter Henry in the tight end slot. I could pivot either Flacco. I'll probably start Flacco over Winston and Love if Love is hurt. Baker is playing. Devin Singletary or I think I played Keon Coleman.
I'd go Keon Coleman.
Yeah, the last 2 weeks having that addition of the Cooper. The Pooper Scoopers made Keon Coleman a thing, surprisingly.
Select all.
Minnesota Den said he 45, but he young at heart. 100%.
Yeah.
Ogie said that'd be 343 dog years.
That's 49 times 7. Look at that.
Bruh.
It says here several AFC teams have paused trade talks to see where they stand. To see where they stand at the Sunday's games. With many 2-win teams in the AFC, some aren't ready to give up on their seasons or trade players at a discount. Sunday's results will likely tip the scale one way or another before Tuesday's trade deadline. The Jets got their 3rd win of the season last night, so they don't even know what's going to go on now. Well, it's going to be up to the minute thing, I guess now.
Well, the Jets ain't
Gotta
trading
start running the
nobody.
table. And they already traded for a bunch of people for
Yeah,
this.
so I don't know, man.
And they paid Hassan Reddick finally. They're like, all right, cool.
Yeah, he had a good game last night too.
Yeah, he had a decent game last night. Yeah.
Let's stop bringing up last night.
Sorry,
We're in November now.
Let's turn the page. No, but like the Texans are in this other block, right? They had the first. I think they're looking at it like the four game block, right? And they won 3 out of those first 4, and then they were looking at this as like a 5-game block, and it was going to be mostly without Nico Collins.
Well, don't they have 3
right?
games in a span of a time too? The game.
Yeah, but I think they're looking at that differently because this game, it's like a mini bye after that anyway. So now you just have 2. It's the primetime games. It's not like it's just different, right?
Yeah.
But like, so the first 4 games, it was Indy, Chicago, Minnesota, Jacksonville, 3-1. That's the first block. Then you had Buffalo, New England, Green Bay, and the Colts, and that's another 3-1 block, right? So you're 6-2, and then this starts another 5-game break right here, and then you have a bye, and then you have 4 games at the end of the year. So I think they looked at it that way. That way they get Nico back. They started off this block bad with a loss to the Jets, but now there's still 4 games left right before the bye.
Let's go trade for Higgins.
Trade for Higgins, you think? I don't know about that. I mean, if he can stay healthy, that'd be great, right? But I don't know if I'd want to do that. I really think they should trade for some sort
He's
of...
Mr. Glass, as Derek.
Yeah, exactly. I think they should trade for offensive line if they can, if anybody is available. Right? But after this, right, so let's say this Jets game, right, there's the loss. So they're 6-3, not too bad. And then the next 4 games, they have the Lions, the Cowboys, Tennessee, Jacksonville, and then the bye week finally.
I think
Okay,
you
so I think
might
you
be
smack the
okay
whole-
trying.
So if they go 3-1 in this next 4-game stretch, they'll be nice. You know, they'll be at 9 wins. They have a bye week, and then they come back versus Miami, Kansas City, Baltimore, and then finish against Tennessee. So
and that's the murder row right
the
there.
murder row, but it's right after the bye week, which is good. And if they can go 3-1 in these next 4 games, which is doable, right? Let's say they lose to the Lions again, right? And Nico's first game back, they still haven't really fixed all the problems, or maybe they do fix the problems because Kenyon Green is on the IR now, right?
Yeah.
But either way, they have a good show against the Lions, but they still lose, and then they beat the Cowboys, Titans, and Jaguars. So feeling good before the bye week, right? That's probably the goal here.
Yeah.
They're breaking it up into blocks and saying, let's win 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 5 in these blocks. You know what I'm saying?
I like that approach too, because it's like, you know, I would imagine when you're game planning, you know what I mean? This is the folder they get, right? All right, here's the next 5 weeks right here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, because they had to kind of do that. It was a short week, so they game planned for this week while they were game planning last week. You know what I'm saying? And then you double up a long day of practice, only 1 day right before the game, really, or whatever. And you're traveling, and then you travel, and then it's the game. So it's like you don't get much work in. It's kind of, you know, it was a tough stretch. It wasn't a good show, but like I said, let's turn the page and look at these next 4 games now, because they've been, you know, they did that in the
I
first two
swear to God,
stretches.
it was in the bag until Will Anderson left the game, bro. Because then, like, you know what I mean? Like,
And it would have been a boring game. I think it pressed the Texans to pass, and that's what pressed Tank Dell to have a good game in the second half.
you ain't lying.
If you can send multiple pieces out right now, maybe try and pick up a Travis Kelce. That might be a winner for you.
Okay, I like that. I'm always trying to trade for Kelce, even when he was doing bad. I'm just trying.
Yeah, Tank Dell did eat last night. He had 2 receptions of plus 30 yards. One of them was a plus 40.
Yeah, he had a 50-yard one in the second half. It was nice.
Oh, maybe it was a plus 50. I don't
It
know.
was, it was,
Was it? I think it was
Wow.
like, yeah, it was like a.
it was after the Jets scored, too. He had a 50-yard bomb.
I thought somebody paid me on PayPal, but it's like I have like a small savings that I started a couple months ago or whatever. And it's like, here's your interest that you earned this month. And it's like 60 cents.
It's my money and I want it now.
It's growing. No, it's because I pulled money out of there not too long ago. I should have left some in there.
That's funny that you say the GW, the JG Wentworth.
JG Wentworth. I had that drop, but it was too, I don't know. I wasn't using it enough.
The
Have
Disney
a trouble settlement and
Christmas
I need
parade.
cash
The
now.
song. They got Disney's got a Christmas parade, right? And
Yeah.
every time I hear it, because they practice at night, when they be rolling and they be jamming that music, I'm like, that sounds awfully similar to the JG Wentworth commercial. It gets me every time. I'm like, oh shit. It's all classic.
JG Wentworth, I think his shit go back to like the 90s. That jingle's been
It's the same.
around.
It's the same jingle today.
Mhm.
They have the commercials still
It's
rocking the
cash
same.
now.
Yeah, cash now. Yeah, but they got the opera singers in the background going, you know, singing whatever. Jingle. Yeah.
Here are some early notes on the game from last night that I can share with you guys. Offensively, the problem's much bigger than the O-line. I mean, the people understand the O-line is physically and mentally, they're just not good. So a trade obviously will help. You talked about that. But the scheme, Bobby Slowick has not adjusted and then to that constant pressure that's been given up. And yeah, so it's just constantly putting these guys in bad situations, allowing CJ to fail and get hit, right? So that's the problem there. And then, of course, I think CJ also kind of needs to give up that mindset of like, I'm going to hold in the pocket. And we talked about it last night too. They're sending these guys on 2-man deep routes. Like those take time to develop. You don't have the time to do that shit. So they need to drop that stay aggressive approach. And that's something that they tried to say early in the offseason. I don't know if you guys remember that. They're like, we're going to be more aggressive this year. And that's fine when I think you have Nico Collins and Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell. You can try to do that. But if your offensive line sucks, we saw that there were still some struggles all season long, even when they had all 3 receivers in some cases. And it was only Nico Collins on broken plays or extended routes because the freaking pressure was in CJ's face and he wasn't being allowed any time to really, be comfortable. So those are just the early things. But I think if this continues, CJ's going to get hurt. I was scared of it last night if you were watching the stream.
Yeah, he went down a few times, bro.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, they were just crushing him though. Like there was some flag.
He got sacked 8 times for negative 53 yards. He did chip in 8 rushing attempts for 59. So he netted like 3 yards. But I mean, that's just wasted play. You know what I mean? On those sacks that he took, it knocked the Texans out of field goal range, scoring opportunities, and then they missed 2 field goals. I mean, that's the game.
Yeah.
And the sack fumble in the red zone was also the other one. I mean, that's potential points that they didn't even get to attempt.
Yeah, and definitely even Kittle.
Good game by the Jets defense, bad game by the Texans offensive line, and they attacked the problem and they exploited them. Tank Dell did eat, but they were on broken plays. One was broken play and one was a nice play action. Yeah, nice play action. But 9 targets is good to see from Tank Dell, 126 receiving yards, I believe. No touchdowns, unfortunately. He did have a nice screen or like a mid play that he had a lot of yak or whatever, went down the sideline. If he hadn't stepped out of bounds, who knows, right? But he did show explosiveness finally on that play that you'd like to see. And I talked about it all year long too, like the connection or some of these throws or whatever were just off. And that's probably because of the timing and the offensive line. So at least he's back now, and I feel that's going to help and be good moving forward. Bogart talked about it with me last night too. Sometimes teams like this need to take these lumps like that, these tough games, learn from it, really self-evaluate, go through some change, some metamorphosis, and It's a new month, so we'll see what happens on this new block. But all in all, the defense still played fairly well. I know that those big plays, those are just playmakers making plays, but the Jets too. Finally, Aaron Rodgers throwing it up there for his guys.
Yeah, the Devontae Adams touchdown catch, that was vintage Rodgers Adams right there.
Yeah. The two to Garrett Wilson are just Garrett Wilson like making plays too on lesser coverage usually.
And that was the one with the
Sting had some good plays. The defense had some good plays. They played out okay. And if you're holding these guys, superstars, Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Aaron Rodgers to 21 points, you should have been a closer game.
Yeah, that fucking what was the other one? There was some flags, right? Wasn't there like a flag on one of the tugs? I forget. Oh no, they're right.
The Jets dropped the football. What's his name? Corley dropped the football before
that's what it was.
Scoring.
Okay.
So that one got overturned.
Because then that one fucked them up for a cool minute. They were like, I was like, oh, they can't get nothing going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's change the subject.
Yeah.
That one hurts me too. That's
the only thing that happened was the Farias's rescheduling.
Farias?
Yeah, the email's the last one that came in.
Okay, thanks.
You got it. Sorry about that. I should have muted myself.
Yeah, that shit crazy though. I'm still kind of tripping that they about to have
Okay.
Shout out to Mark Folkman. He grabbed a shirt.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Someone write his name down. Where's my phone?
He's saying that maybe we should add some Ravens to the collection, which is not a bad idea. We got
the Marvelous.
We got some Henrys. We got some Lamars.
Yeah, we need a Lamarvelous t-shirt.
A Marvelous, yeah.
Yeah.
You could do a Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry one. That'd be cool.
Our man Peacock can do anything. You just you give him some inspiration, and he'll probably cook up something for you.
Can be done.
Yes. Yeah, and shout out to you, man. You got 5 entries to our autograph signed Trey McBride ball. Let's go.
Let's go.
Chente, he wants to know if there's anything on Puka. I know he got a small
he's gonna go. He's gonna play. It's just he is gonna play.
Yeah, they said and I want to remind everybody, Puka's rookie year. This is how it was every week. He wouldn't practice. They say he's questionable, and then they would come out and say he's gonna play though, and he would go out there and produce. It's kind of crazy. So. And when it comes to Sean McVay, he's not a liar. He's not like Shanahan, who would just be like, he's looking good, like Sean McVay was just straight up, he's not practicing all week, but he's going to play. Like, you know what I mean? I think he's fully aware of the history of Puka's injuries. You know what I mean?
Smitty said Nico won't be running no more fades or deep seam routes. LOL. Tank will be taking those routes now.
I'm not mad at that,
Possibly. No, that's how they operated last year. That's probably better.
Yeah. Because it was kind of, you can't have Nico just blowing off a hamstring when he's just streaking down the field. Like, I didn't know he was that fast. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. If I was the quarterback and I seen 2 deep or safeties, and then one of them come in, I would audible get the deep fade and the seam, and then take whatever's open because, if you're gonna bring people out of cover 2, and then only have one guy back there, the seam and the deep fade are the 2 most deadly fucking routes to run against that defense, and I want to put it past CJ Stroud to see that and make that decision and say, hey, we're gonna audible to the deep routes.
All right. We got a question here from Philly Kid. My record's 4-4. I traded Javonte because he didn't ball out against the Panthers. Plus, I have K Walker, James Cook, Dobbins, and I feel DK is a solid upgrade from Zay.
Yeah, I love it.
No, I ain't mad at it. I feel it now, especially now that you broke down your team on who a little bit more. Yeah, but I ain't,
context.
You got 3 running backs.
Also, it's because I'm not a Zay guy, but I feel like you could have probably sold higher on Zay. Like you probably could have kept Javante somehow there, but I'm sure that guy having the running back with Zay is probably what was the deal break or the deal maker. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, good shit. I'm not mad at it. I like DK a lot. DK is kind of funny though, because like it's all physicality versus like technical route running. You know what I mean? Like he just he just big boys his way. Pause.
Come on now.
Yeah, and I fuck with it, bro. Sagittarius is stand up.
Stand the fuck up. Get some Rams players, maybe. I can't even pronounce that name.
Apuka Paulus.
Here we
Apuka
go.
Paulus. Like he's saying like a metropolitan, like a
Apuka Palace.
Apuka Paulus.
Apuka Palace right there. Like, welcome to Apuka Palace Casino.
Hey, there we go.
We gamble on Puka's health on a week-to-week basis.
Them is fat.
It's almost like apocalyptic, but he got the
apocalyptic.
Yeah, apocalyptic. He should have said apocalyptic instead
Hey,
of.
we gotta get some Ravens shit though. Get some Ravens joint on some purple.
Yeah,
shirts?
we gotta get some Ravens joints. Yep.
Some purple shirts, like.
Yeah, we gotta get some purple in
the mix.
In the rotation. Yeah.
Right, that's a deep purple.
Rams. I got
Yeah,
you.
Minnesota Dan said LA MVP t-shirt.
La MVP. Lamar.
Huh?
Yep.
La MVP. I'm not mad at it.
Lamar. Yeah.
I can work with it.
Yeah, he's going for it. He's trying to be a repeat customer of that MVP product.
Facts.
You know, it's so funny when he accepted the first time he accepted the MVP award at the honors, right? He gets up on there and he's like, "Yeah, thank you, appreciate it, but I want to be in the big game." Like, you know what I mean? He let it be known.
Yeah.
He's like, "This is cool. I ain't trying to be here though. I'm trying to be in the big game." You know what I mean?
That's facts.
He's on the way again too, bro.
Yeah.
He's about to be that MVP, and they don't have the defense I think that can carry them deep into the playoffs either. Like, it's bad for them.
If Baker could start to like continue to win without his two main pieces, it's hard to argue against Baker. I would love to see a Baker MVP.
Yeah, but still, he would have to win the division at minimum.
Possible.
Be in the conversation, right?
Very, very possible.
Unless you're like a rookie, like Kyler Murray, he was on a losing team his rookie year, but of course he gets rookie of the year because he put up numbers, right? To be the MVP, you have to be on one of them winning teams. You know what I mean?
You know, he's getting them 300-yard passing games though.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's the Andrew Luck.
The yardage is
All
gonna
right,
start.
Snead is out for Sunday.
Good. He's been shitty.
I'm just saying this, like if Baker can approach the 5,000 passing yards with the league leading touchdowns, then because right now I think he is league leading touchdowns.
Is he?
He has better stats than Tom Brady's best season right now.
At least he's pacing for it.
He's pacing for it,
with
yeah.
Tampa. Yeah.
And I said that
Because
like
he
5
had,
weeks ago. I said,
had
he's
a 30
a
plus
better
and
Tom
5,000
Brady.
yard.
So like, what? I said, watch.
Tom Brady had 5,000 the last time he was there. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we're talking. That's MVP status right there, with the more touchdowns and 5,000 yards.
But he won the best team, right? At the time, they definitely won the division.
Did they not win the Super Bowl that year when he
No.
got the 5,000?
No, they won it when he had like, I think he had like 4,400 or something like that, and like 40 tugs. And then but he was going up against the Aaron Rodgers back-to-back now MVP, and he had Aaron Rodgers put up like 40 and like 3 picks or 2 picks or something like that. You know what I mean? It was insane, and they were the number 1 seed. That was when he didn't shower for like 3 months. Y'all remember that? He goes out to accept the award. He's greasy as hell. He had the long hair. He had it tied back. It looked like his hair was shining too, but you knew it wasn't product.
He always been a single product.
He did this whole thing like, I'm not going to shower.
He got no woman saying,
That's crazy.
Everybody in the locker room's all fresh and showered. He's just like, he just changes his clothes, throws on his
Brother,
yeah, for real, brother. What's that?
Yeah. I mean, he was doing his hippie thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was like,
Nasty bastard. Oh, my mama.
Gotta take a shower every day, man.
yeah.
Oh,
I
bro.
shower a few times a day.
Yeah. I know you're Filipino. I every
Hey,
time
back
you go
to
outside,
niggas in
you
the
gotta go
homeland.
back inside.
Where my
take a
parents is
shower.
from, showers were rare.
It's like every time you step out into public, you're like, okay, now I got to shower.
No, for real though. That's how I am. And then when COVID happened, I was like, oh, I'm ready for this.
Oh,
Bro.
you're ready for it? Yeah.
I'm so OCD already. I was like, listen. I've been trapped in several bathrooms, like public
I
bathrooms.
don't
Like,
want to know about that one.
there's no paper towel or anywhere. I'm like, oh no.
Oh
I'm
man.
calling my girl. Go to the men's bathroom. Push the door open for me. I'm stuck in here. I can't touch the doorknob.
Fucking door handles, bro. That shit is
It's fucking gross.
Even my house, coming out of the garage, because there's, I don't know, maybe
Yeah,
100
the
units
parking
here.
garage.
And then, like, around the keypad, it's just like this brown stain. I'm like, why do they ever come out here and wipe this shit up? Even today, I was thinking about it. It's like, man, I'm going to be the motherfucker to come down here and actually clean up this shit because I'm tired of looking at it and being all, like, paranoid about, like, man,
Somebody,
there's probably
like,
all sorts
They
of
reach in their pocket instead of grabbing the key, they grab the feces or what? They're just like,
I get a pencil
what
out.
happened there?
Get the pencil
I don't
out with
get
the
it. Like, how
eraser
does that
side.
happen?
Pow, 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 pow.
Like, oh, that was the shit I was keeping in my pocket. My bad.
literally.
Like,
And it's that time of year when the virus is prevalent. So, man. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Look at that.
That shirt is so dope.
There it is.
Oh wow.
Oh, hell yeah.
motherfucker.
Like
Oh, I gotta get myself a few of these. Hell,
Okay, well, if ever shoot, put that link to that joint in the thing too. So,
God
so
damn.
we hope how Bogey can find
Oh.
it easily.
Woo! I like the red one, and I like the blue one.
The motherfuckers going crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm going with the
God
red.
damn.
I like the red.
I get the black one. I'll probably get like 2 or 3 of them actually.
Yeah, shit. Take advantage of it. $12.
I'm thinking about going black, red, and blue.
I think I'm gonna get a classic one. I mean, what do I always get? We always get the classics, right?
No,
always
you get
the
the
classic.
classic. You get the regular one, and it'll look like this. Around
Yeah,
the back.
I think I want to get one regular. I want it to be like hugged up on me on one of
Yeah,
them.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Let's go.
Yeah, the classics though is the one. That shit is fresh.
Yeah, the classics kind of like you can breathe in them. The regulars, they suck up on you, especially like if you're a big guy. They're like it's gonna be tied around like the armpit area and then the shoulders and the bicep. But it's
So
still
that's
quality. Like every time you wash it, it's not gonna like deteriorate to nothing.
Yeah, great quality.
All right, Texans Kenyon Green is out for the season.
Okay, so it's not just IR. He just done.
He's done.
Oh, that's the left guard of the Houston Texans. Nice. There you go.
We actually
Just
celebrated.
got
it
a whole
earlier.
lot better with injury. It's funny how that works. Some guys, you can get injured and improve your squad.
Addition by subtraction.
There it is.
Yes, addition by
Because
subtraction.
I will always say too, like, when you're in practice, you might have a motherfucker. He practices really fucking good every week, right? Like Corey Davis, right? But you get him in real game time, they're just not handling. You know what I mean? But he's hella beating the shit out of the other depth in practice, right? You get a guy in real game scenario, you know what I mean? That's like the best. Baptizing fire is always the best way, but it's the riskiest. I guess that's how the Texans started on with David Carr. They're like, all right, we're just gonna have to throw whoever is out there in front of you.
Peacock, it's Boo 12, right?
Boo 12, yes. B00, BOO.
BOO. Yeah.
I said 0.
Yeah. You know what? Netflix thing I watched was the Air McNair.
Oh,
How was it?
Yeah, it's worth checking out. I like it.
Yeah, I've seen like the Football Life documentary on him and stuff. But this one I heard.
This one they go into the actual like crime scene. This is all about the murder.
Yeah, because she blapped him when he was like napping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he famously would take naps. You know what I mean? Like it'd be like it's game time or it's like warm ups in like an hour. He'd be like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna take a nap." And he would just put his bag on the bench in the locker room and he just
Yeah,
napped.
because he was rocking with the 20-year-old, and then I guess on the side he had a piece, and then she found out, and she was like, "Oh, not all about it." Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was the mistress that blapped him, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even his main piece. The side piece, she was like, screw that. Yeah, that's sad. You know what I mean? Because he was he could have been I mean, she got to the Super Bowl that first. Was it his rookie year or second year?
I think it was.
No,
his
he
rookie
was
year.
rookie with the Houston Oilers, and then
Houston legend.
and then when they dipped out and they went to Nashville, that's when he went to the big game.
That was one of my favorite scenes in Castaway. Because it's so awkward. He's back, and then she's remarried. She has a kid, but he's in his old house, and he's drenched from the rain. He's like drying himself with a towel, and it's just quiet. And he goes, "So let me get this straight." And she, now she's like, "Okay, here it comes." And he's like, "So we have a football team now?" Like, because say he's in Tennessee. You know what I mean?
I kid you not, they talk about that shit in this joint.
Oh, word.
Yeah, they talk about the Castaway movie, and when they mention that.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, we got to Super Bowl, almost won it too. She was so happy it wasn't like, so you're fucking a dentist. You know what I mean? Like, you think I'm just dead? They just tell you I'm dead? You're just fucking a dentist now? He was cool with it though. He understood. I think he also had when you're in some kind of form of solitary. I mean, he was talking to a goddamn Wilson. Remember he got mad through him? Oh no, he came out. I'm sorry, Wilson.
I would be just like him though. Like I'm not going out without a fight. I'm doing whatever it takes, even if I have to make up a whole goddamn scenario to where I got a buddy and it's an actual beach ball or whatever the fuck it, like the volleyball. I don't give a fuck, bro.
Hey, look at he was
I'm
goddamn
eating bugs. I'm eating fucking leaves. I'm doing all of it.
Hey, that was kind of tight though, because in the beginning he can't even catch a fish. He trying to grab him with his hands. He's so stupid, right? Then the next scene just throwing the fucking spears. He's rubbing now. He's having sushi. You feel me?
Shout out to Tom Hanks, one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, Oakland stand up. He's from Oakland, bro. When he won his first Oscar, he went real Oakland with it. And he had him, as legend has it, he had his Oscar mounted on the front end of his Cadillac, and he mobbed around Oakland. You feel me? We did it, y'all.
Man, I'm surprised he don't have. He probably has a lot of them joints now, right?
I'm sure. He was whack, so he never had a problem winning them things. You know what I mean? Denzel had to go cricket before he took it. You know what I mean? He didn't get into a training day. You know what I mean? He did Malcolm X and did all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember the Titans and what was the one with the submarines?
That's a Sean Connery, right?
Was it Sean Connery? Okay, no, he went in that one. Okay, I could have sworn he went. But anyway, he did a bunch of
You're
dope
talking about
joints.
the Hunt for the Red October.
There
That's
it is, the red thing.
Yep, that's Sean Connery.
Sometimes you gotta smack a woman. that's what he said, though. Sometimes you gotta give a woman a smack. That didn't age well. Yeah, rest in peace of Sean Connery. Yeah, I mean they would have Me Too'd the fuck out of his ass.
I didn't know he was no longer with us.
Oh shit! Am I just killing him? Is he going?
Oh,
Who's
I don't know. I mean,
Sean Connery? My
you
bad.
could definitely be right. I was just surprised to hear that.
Hold on.
I could pull it up right here.
I'm checking right now.
I was trying to reach for my phone.
Sean Connery, the guy that was in
He died in 2020. You're right.
2020.
Okay,
Yeah, he died at age
nostalgic.
90.
90 years old.
He was James Bond, bro. Let's go.
Man, that was my
The
favorite
original.
Bond too.
He was
Sometimes you
the
have to smack a
original.
woman.
He was the original.
Bless you.
Seen that.
Yeah, 90 years old.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I would be happy to live to 90.
Mick Jagger, he's up there, huh? 80 something.
Yeah, it's got to be because that was the '60s with the Rolling Stones.
I see a red door and I want to paint it black. Yeah, that motherfucker, he was hard though. He's still rocking till this day. Him and the guitars. What's Brett's name? I'm like, this Brett is like Bones over there playing the guitar, just straight up phalanges. There's no even know nothing now. It's just he don't even need a pick. He's like, it's all Bones.
Mick Jagger is 81.
Okay. He ain't got nothing on Sean Connery. Hey, but Mick Jagger, he's still out there doing all the dance moves.
Yeah, he still is. He's still
But
rocking,
man,
man.
like, damn, like when I don't think that it's not gonna show me, but when you get black and white photos and that's like the only thing that was around, you're old school.
He was so old. He was from when they didn't have color photos.
They had no color, nothing. It was black and white, motherfucker.
That's when they exploded the bulb every time they flashed. Reload it.
Rolling Stones is it's like that's probably a forever band. They're gonna have actual classic rock radio stations in 200 years and still be playing the Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones, the Beatles. What was from that era? Shit.
More
James
so the Rolling
Dean.
Stones than the Beatles, because Beatles they don't really rock hard, but the Rolling Stones, they rock hard.
Oh yeah,
I like the Beatles a lot though, but I'm very selective with my Beatles joints. You know what I mean? Like I fuck with "Don't Let Me Down." That's my shit.
Yeah, that's like soft rock.
Yeah, it's kind of vagina-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then because what was the one? Rolling Stone. Yeah, they got some hard joints. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, you know who else is forever? Led Zeppelin.
Especially for Led Zeppelin is that's classic rock, right?
Mhm.
I like it.
From the same era.
It's very drawn out storytelling.
12-minute songs.
Nirvana that's how it is.
I fuck with Nirvana tough.
Ginger Ninja, our man Dennis, he's all Minnesota's now playing Nirvana on classic rock. I'm like, yeah, that's what happens. It's like when you get older, the bands that you grew up with when you were young
35
are
years
now
ago
gonna
was
be
the
classic.
Bleach album, I think. The Bleach
Oh, for
album.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, all the Grudge era.
Grunge for real.
Yeah,
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden, Alice in Chains, Nirvana,
Pearl
Stone
Jam.
Temple Pilots. Like,
Jeremy Spoken.
yeah, and then every time you actually dive into like the background of each song, it's like really dark and depressing. Or like,
Yeah, you know what's crazy about grunge is like they look like dirty motherfuckers, but they were talking about like social things. Like Jeremy Spoken, he was talking about a kid who committed suicide. You know what I mean? And then you had like a girl from Nirvana, or even to Rape Me. You know, rape me. Like that's just
No,
it was a hit, but that's just motherfucking. It's so dark. He's talking about his homegirl that got raped. You know what I mean?
and then just after that era was like the Marilyn Manson era.
Oh yeah,
in the rap rock era, alongside with the
9
Marilyn
Inch Nails.
Well, ironically, it was Trent Reznor. He's the one that I think he put on Marilyn Manson. Now Marilyn Manson was signed under him.
Yeah. Shout out to both of them. I love Marilyn Manson. I think he's a really good artist. You know, you might have like your opinions on him.
He's a showman,
but as an artist, motherfuckers got that shit on rap. Like you can't deny it.
Yeah, because he definitely Trent Reznor did have a hand in some of the music, like as far as like writing and production and because Trent Reznor was a guy. Like he produced and wrote all his shit. Then when he would go on tour, he would hire musicians to go on tour. Like, okay, I need a guitarist. He'd audition a bunch of them. You know what I mean? And they're gonna play his shit. But he was smart because like I'm gonna get all of it. You know what I mean? I'll pay you to do a tour here. Hey, you want 50,000 to go on a tour? Boom. He's about to make like fucking 30 million. And then, you know, he's making all the money for the music. You know what I mean? Like smart. I heard Fred Durst was like that low key too. Fred Durst, like not just as like a a front guy for a lead for his band or whatever, but I think he produced like Korn and he produced like who else? He produced a bunch of bands. I didn't know this though. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I didn't know Durst had any involvement with Korn. That's
Yeah,
surprising.
I didn't know.
Check me.
So
You can fact check me. I'm sure he produced a couple joints for. He produced like a bunch of joints for people. You know what I mean? And then him and his band blew up. But that was like where he made his hay initially, supposedly. Production too could be just like you're in there while it's being made, and you have some input that gets implemented. Boom! I need my credit. You know what I mean? But yeah, Fred Durst, definitely the rap rock era, right? Even Kid Rock had a resurgence during that era. Ball with the ball, that whole, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not seeing no Fred Durst with Korn.
Okay, I might fuck that up.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Bakersfield. That's where Korn.
Oh, word.
Korn's from Bakersfield. Or bakes a lot. Where you at?
Hey,
Tell us all about. Tell
that
us all
video
about
was dope back
Korn.
in the day where they're smashing through with the bullet.
Yeah.
Like that was pretty intense back in the day.
yeah, it was. I agree with that.
Freak on a Leash.
Freak on a Leash, there it is. I'll be right back and go walk my little man out.
Little man's going to kindergarten today. He's gonna
Nice.
say, I got all the candy in the world. What'd you get? I'm jealous. So, we're all, I guess, grown men. I don't know what. I'm 37. I'm the young guy around here. But damn, would you love to just go out and just be like trick or treat? Because right now, I sometimes think about it. I'm like, man, that'd be fucking amazing to go around, knock it off people's doors, getting the candy. I used to do. My daughter, she lives in El Paso, so I can't do it with her. But shout out to her. She's 15 years old and she's still trick or treating. That makes me proud because I'm like, when I was 15, I was like, I ain't doing none of that shit. I was too cool for school for that. I wasn't fucking going around knocking on people's doors, dressing up and doing that shit. But she's still young at heart. She got a good head on her shoulder, and she went out and she trick or treated. I'm sure she came up heavy. I gave her 4 pounds on top of whatever she got last night, so there shouldn't be any shortage of candy for my daughter. I asked her, I said, what are your favorite candies? And she named them all off, and I'm like, damn, she's making it hard on me. She got all of the hitters, like primarily, but like they're mixed up with like hard candies and chocolates and gummies.
I don't do hard candies as I used to. Anyway. I had this.
So I'm like, how do I find this? So pinata mixes go hard. So I grabbed a 2-pound bag of pinata mix and then a 2-pound bag of chocolate mix and combined them together, and she got all the ones that she
There you go.
likes the most.
Nutrition. Shit. That's crazy. I'm not. Classic. Yeah. Hey Dennis, how's the weather in Minnesota, buddy?
He filled us in. It just blizzard. There was a blizzard already, which is good because last year they didn't get no snow until
That's true.
like January or something. So I was actually having this conversation with somebody. I can't remember who it was, but I was like, "Do you think that's gonna be?" Because in California, Southern California was a wet season.
Yeah.
We had all sorts of rain, and I was like, "You think it's gonna be opposite? Where we're gonna get like no rain?" And he didn't know. You know, I come up with weird questions. They're like, "Why do you even think about shit like that?" I'm like, "I don't know, man." Like, it affects our everyday life. So I think about weather, even though I'm in Southern California, and like we don't get weather technically. But last year it was wet, and I couldn't play golf for like 3 months. It felt like. I know, right? Oh, poor baby.
It sounds like a tough problem. No golf for 3
Yeah.
months.
Oh, you can't go golfing today after work. Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, I'm going through it right now.
Wait.
My boss called me and was like, "Hey, you need to send this out." And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't see it come through." And I was like, "Did you send it to my email?" They're like, "No, you should look through everybody else's emails." So I was like, "Okay." I was like, "I'm hanging up on you now, and I'm gonna go look for that email then."
Yeah.
Sucker. So I'm working here in the background. Sorry.
It's all good. We know how real life is. We appreciate you even being here, especially like with the amount of work that you got on your plate. You can come in here and help out and give us all the
Yep, the joke was healthy, Dennis.
and the drops and all that shit that you do.
Yeah.
Neon Peacock, he's probably like the best producer that any channel could ask for, and we've got him on our team. So we're really happy to have Miles as our man in the background, dropping the isms and doing the dope drops. And
He's the backbone.
the badass graphics.
He's the backbone of the whole thing.
He's a sponsor on top of it. It's like, damn, what can he do?
And you know what though too is he was even saying he's like, you know, he's like it makes some bread off the shirts, but he puts it right back into the product. You know what I mean? Like all the
the work that he does.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Peacock.
Yep. Dennis says in Minnesota it's got a high of 45 degrees today, but it's sunny and 75 in his house. You know, that's funny because it's not too far away from what it is in Santa Ana. This morning I woke up to 48 degrees outside, and it's always like 72 to 75 in my apartment.
Yeah, it's actually 70 degrees in Fort Worth right now.
Yeah, it was 40. It was 40-something degrees this morning when we first fired up the show. So I had I was in here shivering like a motherfucker.
It's 65 degrees outside.
Rain the next 3 days. Thank God.
It's almost risen 20 degrees since 6 o'clock in 5 hours. Okay, I could rock with that. I love that shit.
Hold on, check this out. We're live right now, Nelly. We're gonna make an announcement. Hold on, let me get you on speaker.
Let's do it.
Nelly, go ahead and tell the world right now about the new album that just dropped today.
Yes, dropping tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Called it's an Icarus soundtrack called "Over the Edge" is the name of the album.
Over
My
the
first
Edge.
debut album, folks.
Yeah, we're looking for tell them the artist name for to look for, because you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, LA Coast Music is my record.
Yeah, look out for the LA Coast Music.
Oh yeah, and you know what's funny? They just text me. No, they're emailing me right now that they do something with the color. Isn't that funny? As they call you, they're emailing.
Let's go. I know people.
Yeah, so it drops at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 17 tracks. They have 5 versions of the theme song and a couple other versions. Two other songs.
So we got a 17-track banger. I would categorize it as new age, classical. You know what? He's the Black Yanni. Goddamn it!
He's the keyboard guy.
To my man Nelson Times. Hey Nelly, I'll call you back when I get off this stream. But yeah, we're definitely and I think you can actually copy the look out for link, like you know, there you go. No, don't thank me, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just showed you the path that I was taking. You know, we got to, you know, it's a good music needs to be heard. You know what I mean? That's what it's meant for.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Hey, listen, thanks a lot for all that you do, man. Call me when you're off with the show back.
Will do, brother. I'm super happy and excited, man. This is new release day. Let's go. For sure, brother. Peace. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Nelson Tynes, you know what I mean? A renowned actor, actually. You know what I mean? You might know him from such series as The Soul Food, or he was also in a classic, hood classic, actually just classic period, Paid in Full. You know what I mean? And one day we were just doing a stream, and he's just playing the piano. I was like, "Damn, you really actually play?" And he's like, I get down. And then, you know,
when
said,
he came on live, he'd always have the keyboards in the background, and and since I was in the electronic music industry for a little while, you know, as a DJ, I had friends who were producers. I noticed the quality of his equipment. I was like, oh shit,
yeah,
nice little fucking pieces.
Yeah, he didn't have no MIDI. He didn't have no MIDI joints.
No, so I'm like, okay,
no,
they're all
rolling too.
He's got the Roland. He had the Yamaha, and I was like, hey, are you gonna rock with the Korg? Like, you got to get on the Korg side of things.
Yeah.
He's like, kid, I'm trying so hard to like not spend thousands of dollars on a Korg right now. Why are you gonna tell me about that? I'm like, because you like, if you pair them up, like you got the trifecta. You got the Korg, you got the Yamaha, you got the you got everything that you can actually work with in a professional setting. It's like you got your
the Yamaha motifs, the Roland Tritons. Those are my joints back in the day.
Yeah. I always rocked with the Korg. The Korg was my was the go-to. The interface of the Korg with all the programs, the third parties, the like the Abletons, everything.
Ableton is like the GOAT right now, bro.
Yeah,
like you know, sure. Ableton is like, you know, it's beloved with producers like Fruity Loops is. You know what I mean? As far as digital shit goes, you know what I mean?
Man, Fruity Loops. Yep.
Yeah, FL's the shit, bro. Still to this day.
That's crazy because once everybody got like to the point where they're like, we got to make our own music, the Fruity Loops kind of tapered off because there wasn't a whole lot of customization in the Fruity Loops as there is like in Reason or in Ableton,
even Logic, even people that use Logic or even people that use Pro Tools. There's a sub program within it called Expand, and that was their like Reasons. You know what I mean? Where you could matter of fact, we used to rewire Reasons into Pro Tools. So like everything I'm doing on the Reasons is tracking out on the Pro Tools. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so crazy because once they started updating, once they made it mandatory updates every year, I remember I was like, yeah, I gotta relearn new shit every year, like little nuances or where because you know, especially with Pro Tools, all hidden menus, like you click on everything, it's a menu. You know what I mean?
Oh, the Bears cornerback that mocked the fans.
Stevenson
got a he will not. He's not going to be able to play for a whole quarter. That was his punishment. The guy that mocked the fans. Yeah.
Oh, because they lost in the
Hail Mary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a
Hail Mary.
The whole quarter.
While the ball was in the air, he was talking shit.
Like an idiot.
What is Tyreek Stevenson?
Well, in a Hail Mary as a defender, they never tell you to actually go up and get it. They want you to fucking like hit it, like just get it out of the area. And
he was, didn't he? I think it was him that was streaking across after the fact, and then tried to make the play, but I think he tipped it, and that's how it ricocheted into Noah Brown's. Right? Is that how it went down?
Well, Noah Brown was playing free safety out there.
Noah Antonio Brown.
Yes.
Even though he was on the receiving end, he was behind everybody, and the
yeah, they tipped it to his ass.
Yeah, like you had the whole grouping of players going after the ball, and Noah Brown was behind him going, I'm gonna get the tip, and then he got lucky enough to where it just fell in his arms. Noah Brown didn't make no play. Fuck that. I refuse to believe that. He got lucky.
All right, it's settled. Trade Noah Brown back to the Texans.
And Tyreek Stevenson, I don't think you should be suspended. I think you should be awarded.
It's a quarter.
You did your job. You did what you needed to do, and you're hyping up the or like riling up the crowd, whatever you want to do. That doesn't bother me one bit.
He's riling up the karma.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever. Like, do your thing. He's a guy out there.
Chicago. And I remember there was like demanding to replay that play. I was like, that is not gonna happen. Remember when they thought they were gonna do that? Yeah, and like they're the sensation right now of the league. Like everyone's favorite dark. That's what you're gonna have people coming out the woodwork talking about. I thought Washington was something to look at. Shut the fuck up. No one said it, and now they're beloved because it's awesome to see like a high flying rookie. You know what I mean? Make a situation better because they're, and it's kind of ironic too because no one in the past however many years wins twice in a row in that division. So here we are.
Come on
maybe the Commandos take it. They got the worst. I mean, they got the softest schedule as far as like in their division because they placed last. You know what I mean? Last place schedule. That's what I was looking for.
Nelly said, "Thanks, G. I'll send you the link to my music distro kit. Sent all the links, so I got to just go through them and start it up 100%.
There it is. Yeah, and then what I'm saying, you'll be on Apple, all that, man. Tidal, YouTube, anywhere you could consume music. You know what I'm saying? So be on the lookout for my man Nelson Tynes. And as an artist, he goes by LA Coast Music. And the album is called Over the Edge. And a fun fact, this album is also a soundtrack for a film that they got coming out pretty soon here. So how he's hitting them with the double, triple whammies, man. You know what I mean?
Cooking up, bruh. Oh my God! Shout out to Big Mo.
And he literally be cooking up too. He got his own little food brand. You know what I'm saying? And he's in a bunch of stores down there. Yeah. I mean, the first time we ever worked with him, he sent us a bunch of his products. And I highly recommend the cookie dough truffle, or I think it was. The shit was fire. Yeah, shout out to my man Nelly, man. Canada stand up. It's crazy too, because like what I'm saying, he's the epitome of like a dream chaser, right? Like he's from Toronto. I don't even think it's Toronto. I forget where he's from in Canada, but he made his hay in Toronto acting, and then boom, he's like, fuck it, I'm going to the West. I'm going to La La Land. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Like that's how you do it, man. Chase the dream.
Facts. Miss facts, bro.
Yeah, I was telling him too. I was like, for me coming from a quote unquote music background, I was telling him, man, I was like, man, you got a niche here because you could do soundtracks, you could score movies. You know what I mean? You're not just like a rapper or a fucking producer. You know what I mean? You're not. He's a triple threat now. You know what I mean?
Talk about it.
He's heating up.
100%. All in one shot right there, man. A one-stop shop, man. We do it all.
Yeah, and I also know one thing he did say on the phone too. He also wanted to shout out Peacock too, because Peacock definitely when he was like, "Who does all your work?" I said, "Man, Peacock, bro." You know what I mean? So Peacock definitely he got Peacock's artwork.
Yeah, I did his music logo. I need to work on his revamped one also, like a smaller font version, because he did like a cool graphic with a sunset, like kind of encapsulating all the music with piano key. Anyways, it's pretty cool. But
yeah, pretty badass.
I need to do a simplified version just to kind of throw out there, just like a plain text type deal or whatever. So work on that pretty soon. But I also did the music cover art, I think, for his for the album there. Just kind of reworked or resized some stuff that they had already done, I believe, for the movie, and then redid the font on there to kind of just clean it up, make it look legible or whatever. But I believe that's on if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's what I saw on his Instagram, that he was able to share that as well. So
yeah, Over the Edge. That's one of the ones, bro.
I believe it's like the original motion picture soundtrack stuff from the movie Icarus or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, or I'm not too sure.
Icarus, how come that sounds familiar? Is that like a Egyptian?
Or Icarus Has Fallen. I think it's like a scary type movie. Make the call.
Yeah, he said Nova Scotia, then Toronto, shot paid in full, then in New York. Yeah, one of my favorite TV shows is shot in Nova Scotia, bro. Curse of Oak Island.
Oak Island. I've heard of that. Is that any good?
Yeah, it's a damn good TV show. I ain't watched it in 2 years because I don't got the History Channel no more on YouTube TV. They don't.
I remember that's where it was at. Okay, I did see it.
It's
yeah,
been,
were they like digging in there or something like that?
Yeah, it's been on for at least like 13 years, 12 years now, and the last 2 years is the I miss the episodes.
They're going down deep in that motherfucker though, right?
Yeah, facts. Oh my mama. And then he said in Harlem. Told a few people about Peacock. Oh my mama, he be cooking up, bruh.
Yeah, come out. You know what I mean?
My Peacock. Cowboys lost to those hapless 49ers.
Hey, I was just saying that this whole week. I'm so excited that we're on a bye week sitting at 500 because no one can hurt us.
Oh, everything.
We're coming back next week.
We can't hurt ourselves. That's what it is.
For real, right?
We're all beat up.
Fuck.
By the grace of the football gods. We'll be back. Remember when the Niners were unstoppable?
Right.
All right. They just ruled Jonathan Brooks out for this week.
Damn. When is he going to pop up?
I don't think he's going to play this year.
I think he only has but one more week before they have to put him back to the IR. I think it's this Tuesday.
Boys? No, I never heard of the trailer. I'm finna go type that shit in right now, bro.
The Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard of them because Blake put me onto them back in the days.
Yeah, Nelly said Mr. Green is his cousin.
Oh,
he said that shot in Nova Scotia too.
Oh shit, man.
That shit crazy. Oh, they pop right up on my shit too. Oh, my mama, yep, that shit pop right up on my shit. I gotta check their ass out. Just subscribe to their shit, bro. On my mama. His mother is my mother's sister. On my mama. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, I just subscribed, bro. Everything.
Allegedly.
Robin Hood is going all in on Sheba. I'm telling you, Sheba to the moon, baby.
You're saying it. Hey, it's been a crazy week in crypto because all my guys I make music with, they're heavily invested in shit. It's like speaking language I can't even understand.
Oh, look,
it's going crazy.
My holding, I'm gonna tell you off camera. I'm gonna just show you my Robin Hood account, bro. On my mama. Earlier in the year when it shot up, I was up 10 bands. I was up 10 bands on a 4-year investment. I've been buying and holding for the 4 years. I didn't cash out not one penny of that 10 bands I was up.
Smart.
100%, bro. It's long term for me. It's like it's a savings account for me. So yesterday, I save all my change, right? And so I got this little coffee cup that I put. I got like 5 little different spots where I put all my change at, right? Yeah. But it's this one coffee cup, and in my truck, I keep a little spot of change. So once all that get filled up, I go take that to the bank. So where I got my little business account at, they don't charge me for my change. So I don't get charged the 7% or whatever.
Just go and buy some more Bitcoin.
I'll buy all my crypto.
Bitcoin, more Shivas.
100%, bro. Oh my mama, I've been buying and holding that shit for the last 4 years, bro. I had to sell some of
like
money this year on everything, but on my mama. But on one, see, I got 2 accounts. I got an account on motherfucking Weeble, and I got an account on Robinhood, 100%. But when that shit,
it's actually called Weeble.
On my mama, facts.
Yeah.
Off top, big bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out. I'm looking forward to hearing this project too. I was privy to hear a bunch of his songs prior, but it's definitely some joints like I throw this bitch on and then set my line. You know what I mean? It's like great background music. You know what I mean? Why you want to think?
Come on now.
Hey, yo. Hey, he used to come out cruising too. He'd come out like this, surfing and shit.
Good too.
Down. Super Miami.
Bogey, when do we get new music from you, my friend?
I'm dropping something for sure in November.
Nice.
I don't know, my guys. It's just they keep like reiterating plans and shit. I'm not there. I'm not there physically as much as I want to be. So
Head nod.
you know what I mean? Here's my whole thing. When it happens, it happens.
Yeah, I got you.
That's always been my thing. But I do like to set deadlines and stuff because I'm the best procrastinator. So I might be like, oh, this is going to drop in June. And then like it drops in July, but it was because when it dropped, it was ready. You know what I mean? Because I think that was my last album I dropped in July.
Oh,
That's what I told him we needed in there, some record pulls. Like after every 4 bars.
that's
I'm saying,
good.
speaking of, let's play a little something.
That's good.
Move weight, trying to sit on top of the food chain. You know it's off top how we do things. I'm just trying to ball like Bruce Wayne. Move weight, trying to sit on top of the food chain. You know it's off top how we do things. I'm just trying to ball like Bruce Wayne. Scott, out in Gotham City, clocking plenty, this ain't a new thing. Pockets full of Benny with the blue face. Got them envy when they see me in that new thing. So you know I keep a semi with the blue flame. My crew deeper than a Wu-Tang. And it ain't no secret that we move things. Out the east where we lace like some shoestrings. Get up on your top like a toupee. Never bite the hand that feed you in the food chain. Cause we'll come and eat you for some loose change. Call me Scott Dillinger. I stay firing on all cylinders. I'm praying God with us, but I'm saturated in sin. Since I lost my innocence, all we do is keep it moving. About money like a motherfucking Jewish.
That's shit. Batman was gassing on there.
Fired up, man.
You know why I ultimately named that project Bruce Wayne, right? Well, first of all, because I had that song, right? So I was like, oh, I'll just call it Bruce Wayne. But it's because, see, Bruce Wayne didn't have a bitch, right? Because, I mean, he had several, but because imagine Bruce Wayne in the middle of the night, right? He's just like rolling out of bed. He's trying to be quiet, you know what I mean? And then she's, where are you going, Bruce? It's like, just go back to bed, baby. I gotta go fight crime. No, every night? Yeah, bitch, I'm Batman. You see the fucking signal in the sky? People, okay, oh, you want me to stay here and cuddle with you? People are gonna die, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm Batman. I think a lot of the things I do are always the inside. I got a little bit of Andy Kaufman-isms because he would do shit that was funny to him. You know what I mean? Like the whole Bruce Wayne thing is also another inside joke between me, Peacock, Clock, and Gemmo because we're all Batman.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Hit me with another one. Hit it with the which one's where the Joker's rapping?
I got you right here. Rose Gallery.
Man. 1 and 1, man. truth. Dash for the cash, stack in the blue. Fletcher Reed, I'm the absolute truth. Big dreams, so we have to pursue. Strapped with a tool. Feel the wrath of my crew. Clock switch when my rhymes itch. Beat off the hate, going hard in the paint. If your name ain't God, I don't answer to you. Look to me. Bogart Scott free. Luckily, I got the answer for you. See they trying like a sound. Look young, I got the password for you. Inner lace game. Smoke a backwood with you, smoke a back with it too. Show you how to maintain, so you never go astray. How to lay on the path for you.
The Joker was gigging on that one.
All right.
Those are fun. Those are fun to create.
Yeah, your little man was on. He was like a co-pilot on some of those ones too, huh?
Yeah,
he was like, "Oh, you do music videos now." Like basically,
always fun.
Yeah, that was Prime too. He was like, "Do some short form content," and I was like, "Cool," because that's the first thing my mind went to. I was like, "Ugh, all the fly shit when we liked when we was kids, but we're gonna be rapping our shit." We started, yeah. What was it? We started with the Back to the Future Jones. I was like, yeah, we need Doc rapping this shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, hit him with that multiverse one time. Doc was on there gassing.
Let's see, where's multiverse?
Yeah, the multiverse goes crazy.
Is it this On My Way?
I don't think we uploaded the multiverse to this.
I didn't. Where is that? It's not on this computer.
Yeah, it's all good. Throw in another one now. Fuck it. I'm feeling myself now.
It's Friday, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is the calm before the big week 9 storm.
We'll stick with the last Batman video we got up here for now.
Always tripping, says she's finna catch me slipping. Think I'm fucking other women, cause it women intuition. Plenty fish in the sea, I could be out here fishing, but I don't cast my line, I am the line. Trying to blame somebody, blame the appetite that we have for life. You the one I'm trying to have for life. Been with you damn near half my life. Wouldn't change a thing, nor turn back the hands of time. I don't expect you to compromise, cause you know I'm on the grind. I don't know 9 to 5. You heard I'm plugging these pigeons. Wrong bird, I'm plugging these chickens.
Slapping, boy. Friday, man. Wake your
start
game up, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We trying to do.
Sleeper's about to start dropping all the injury updates.
Moss is doubtful, man. Your shares of motherfucking Chase Brown shooting
Let's
all the for this Sunday, man.
Against the Raiders too. Oh, everyone runs on them. Hey, look at Zachary Moss. Get out of the way.
Move.
Time for Brown.
Way.
Vikings, Blake Cashman's out.
The Cashman.
Yeah. Oh man, the Cashman?
Yeah, the Cashman. Peacock is quick on the track.
Oh my mama.
Oh dear golly, man.
That was great. Yeah, okay, that's good news because Dennis, he called me almighty yesterday and he's like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna play Blake Cashman against you.
It looks like TJ Hawkinson is playing.
Uh-oh. He's back.
Yeah, there is one league. Hold on, let me see. Is it the Genwell?
Yep, he's gonna make his season debut.
That was another
Sunday.
person to make Sam Darnold look better than he is.
It is the Genwell. So I could start Hawkinson. Maybe I could start Hawkinson over Stevenson. I don't know.
Who? I'm playing
Ramondre. I'm doing Hawkinson, Ramondre, or Tillman. Or JSN.
Ooh, options.
I think we're looking at like, okay, look at when this is a different example, but when Puka and Kupp came back, they played 58% of the snaps, right? Last week they shattered that. You know what I mean? They're back. Maybe the first week Hawkinson gets eased in a little bit, pause, because he is coming off the ACL, and it was like not even a calendar year ago. So I still like Stevenson with all that workload, especially in our. I'm assuming this is our formats, or is this a Yahoo?
It's our format.
Yeah, so you're gonna get all the fucking the attempt points.
I'm gonna further your point on the Stevenson.
Rush attempt.
So we talked about it a little bit earlier today. As of right now, the Titans have given up 4, 5 100-yard total rushing games of this season, and in fantasy points to the RB.
Yeah, they're good in the secondary.
Yeah, they're second. That's where their defense rely on. Is
wow. And last year they were one of the best against the run and the worst against
giving up points to the running back at 22.6. So Ramondre is going to eat in this game, bro.
Rahamadola.
Would you start Ramondre over J.K. Dobbins?
Now
J.K.'s in a good spot here too against the Browns with their running back.
Well, the Browns are top 5 at giving up the least points to the running backs at 18.64 right now.
They're down JOK.
That's what I was just going to say. That was before going into it. Yeah. Well, but this also reflects last week's stats too.
I'm playing Rahamador.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with Rahamador, bro.
Over Dobbins. Okay, so would you play any of those other previous guys over Dobbins?
It was a receiver that you said you had. Who was the receiver?
The receivers that I have is Tillman and JSN, and then I have Hawkins.
Yeah, I'm not scared of Tillman this week against the Chargers.
Me neither, because Chris Olave, new Guardian cap rocking Chris Olave, he's 100 on them with Hainer and the combination of the Rattler. Let's go.
Let's go.
So you would start Tillman over Dobbins right now, huh?
This week I would. I think that Cleveland, the way that Cleveland's going to get there is going to have to be shut down the run and to make them pass, and then that's where
and that's where Cleveland's weak is
comes
against the pass.
And then they might be trying to showcase Zadarius Smith might be on the block, and so you know what I mean, if he shows out this week, he can be a potential somebody on the block. So yeah, I think that Cleveland definitely makes it a game 100%. But like how Bug was saying, it could be a shootout because Cleveland's secondary is trash 100%. And fucking Jay Herbo has had back-to-back good weeks. So I think it could be a damn good game, and that's why I'm not scared of Tillman this week. But just
sell out to stop Chubb too.
The JK shit, I don't know if he's going to be able to get it done on the ground on everything.
In order, I would go. I'm with JD. I'm not afraid to play the Tillman, but if it's Tillman versus JK in our format, I would go the running backs Stevenson and JK. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Stevenson's my number one play out of all your.
Yeah, those are the two guys that I have starting right now, JK and Stevenson.
Yeah, because they're gonna chunk it up, like because they're like these guys are gonna get 18 to 20 total touches, so that even just with the what do we get a point? We get a point something per rush attempt. Is it 0.25? Yeah, we get a 0.25 per rush attempt. So that's why I tend to lean the chunky running backs. When I say chunky, the ones that get 18 plus touches.
And I'm starting Cooper and Dobbs over Tillman.
The Dobbs one, I'll play Tillman if it's. See, we won't know if it's Jordan Love just yet because that's a 1 o'clock game, right? The Lions Packers. Otherwise, I would like the Dobbs if it's Jordan Love for sure. But if it's Malik, they're gonna run like crazy, even with Malik too. So I would go Tillman in that sense. And I love Romeo.
Yeah,
Romeo out there, Romeo.
Marshawn Lattimore's out this week. And Kool-Aid McKinstry. Excuse me?
Is Derek Carr back this week, big bro?
Yes, he is going to go. He said he's going to go.
Yep, no more experience.
Yes, the used car is back this week.
We're not in the experimental phase of Spencer Rattler anymore. Yeah.
The Rat Pack is looks like the Rat Pack is being put back on the shelf.
Yeah.
Done.
It was a nice story. He had a good combine, but I just don't think he has what it takes to be a good NFL quarterback.
He needs to grow more, I think.
Even if he grows, I think he might only be capped
backup.
out. Backup, yeah.
Exactly.
He's like a Josh Dobbs.
Hey, he has talent. He showed talent in college, but you see it in the pros. It's not there.
Yeah, the defensive coordinators know how to frazzle a crappy quarterback.
That's facts.
I'm going through my lineup so I can just share my screen so you guys can have something to look at.
I'm thinking, what do I want to eat? Do I want to eat greasy ass pizza or greasy ass burgers or some fucking? I got some. I got a place where I can get some.
Look at all the questionable tags
hot
right here.
links and stuff like that. Oh man, I'm getting hungry.
Red.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah,
it's a bloodbath over here.
Wifey put some chicken breasts in the crock pot. Make some shredded tacos tonight, or make some shredded chicken nachos. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, nacho cheese goes hard.
I guess I'll play Chardonnay.
That's all.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to make my own queso. I've been watching it on YouTube.
Hey, if you go to you got Smart and Final?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you go to Smart and Final. A lot of restaurants go up and stock up from their inventory. Their big ass cans of nacho cheese is not that bad actually.
Yeah, my wifey go there. She get the Juanitas. So like when we do a nacho bar, they got the Juanitas can, the big can of that shit.
Yeah, the big can of that. Yeah, the Juanitas. They even got the First Street or whatever it is.
Yeah,
that they rock with. Yeah, I'm not mad at the canned queso.
Facts.
Yep.
Hey, shout out to Smart and Final, man. Oh, everything.
Smart.
Here you go, guys. Would you play Mooney? Hold on, where the hell am I? Would you play Mooney or Reed if Jordan Love plays? I also have Tyrone Tracy if he clears.
Well,
I'm going Tyrone Tracy. Yeah, I want the running back. And then
should I put Tyrone Tracy in over B-Rob right now? He was limited with a hamstring.
Oh, I don't know.
B-Rob was limited this week?
Well, that's what I saw. Let's see.
Coming back from concussions is usually a cakewalk. The guys who come back from concussion, they usually perform at whatever they left at.
Doesn't seem to be serious.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with the Tyrone Tracy.
Oh yeah. As long as they clear him, and we should know Saturday. Like, so look out for the chef. I
feel like I have a rich people problem in this league. If you can see, maybe I sit Dobbins versus Cleveland.
I still like the Dobbins play, but based on the weeks of what's been happening, yeah, it's okay. It's an okay sit. You know what I mean? Because even if they're down their linebackers, still, I feel like they can make it a game. On the other
Tracy,
side.
if he clears over Dobbins,
I would.
I'm not
all of it.
Okay, and then over here, receivers, I got.
Oh, you got David Montgomery.
Yeah, I got David Montgomery. I'm not going to sit him. I'm just going to throw him, keep him in the flex because he's the later game. And I got Tyreek, Tillman, and then on the bench Reed, who, if that's what I was like, kind of questionable. If Love plays, I don't know, Devonta Smith. But he's playing Jacksonville, so it's like, ugh.
Yeah, we want to start Devonta Smith. up until whenever tight end comes back, Devonta Smith is a must start.
You mean this guy right here?
Starter, yeah.
Old Arch.
Yeah, as long as he's inactive, I'm starting my Devonta Smith for sure.
Yeah, Zach Ertz is actually filled in. I punted tight end in this league, and I picked up these guys, and I've started them in the correct times. So come back to me, Nico.
Yeah, Nico needs to come back big time. I'm trying. Hey, come on, let's make a deal for Nico, Bogey. Come on.
Regardless, with Nico and Pacheco on IR, I'm 5-3.
I will die with Nico Collins.
Come on, don't you need that QB3? Send that wide receiver my way.
I got a lot of Jaden Daniels. Look, Garrett Wilson and Tank Dell. Thank you guys.
Jordan Love for Nico?
Nah,
you don't want that?
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Hold on, yeah.
So,
think about that.
What about
Think
this?
about that one.
Got action.
Reed or Tracy? Reed or Tracy in the flex? It's a different league.
I would say I'm going to say Reed.
I'm going to go Tracy.
Tracy's got a pass. I'd go with Tracy. Who's the Giant? Who do the Giants got this week?
Washington.
Oh yeah, that's
And Washington is 16th at giving up fantasy points to the running back at 22.43. So TT got a nice matchup this week.
I know how rookie running backs do it. They're like, I'm in the league. I'm going to show the whole world what I'm all about. That like every week they're just running as hard as they can. They don't got that business decision in their minds at the moment. They're like, I'm playing. I love it. Rookie running backs.
SPI. I got Ray McCloud in here. I got to be hurting for receivers. Yeah, T. Higgins is hurt. Williams is suspended.
Well, he's back next week, right?
Jennings is out and Collins is out also. Yeah, but I have Jennings out and Collins out. That's what's been hurting also. All my receivers are hurt right here. Look at this. In the SPI. Wiz Khalif Raymond.
All right, Quentin Johnson is off the injury report.
Huge. Okay.
QJ is back. Yep. So that means he's got a full arsenal. He's got Quentin Johnson. He's got Ladd. He's got Palmer. He's got Palmer.
No, Sterling Shepard misses practice with a hamstring.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that one was gonna be bad.
Zach Moss doubtful.
So my son just pulled back up right now. I said, "What are you doing here?" Right? And then his grandpa just drops him off and then dips off as my girl's dad. Right? He's like, the gate was closed. I'm like, you left early. Like, we're very OCD. I'm like, what's going on? But they're like super strict.
Are they closed for Halloween?
No, they do close so because of most of these schools these days, they'll have the gates and they'll close them at a certain point. Then you gotta go through the office. You know what I mean? So I was like, why didn't he take you to the office? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, and they're like, I guess you're here now. So I just called. I just called the school, left a message.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what happened.
How do you guys feel about Mostert this week?
I like him a lot because it's back to where it's Tua there, and you have the threat down there of Waddle and Tyreek Hill, so he just waltzes in. He did it twice yesterday, and that's like, we've seen 2 seasons consecutively where he has these multi-tug games. And this time against Buffalo,
doing hardly nothing.
Yeah, and Buffalo's really bad against the run, so yeah, I'm okay with it.
Hello.
That's him right there. That's Mostert.
Answer the call.
Yeah, man. In one of these leagues, I was in a bind. I had to throw in the goddamn, what's his name, Mechie. Blanked me.
Yeah, it was a hard day for the Hutchinson Mechie guys.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was the one Texan receiver I started in all the land. I'm the I hate it. Doesn't matter. I'm the reigning champion in this league, though. And I'm like, it doesn't matter, but I am. I'm like, God, this is not reigning champ things. It is crazy. The 5 and 3s, the 4 and 4s, and the 3 and 5s. It's the most common number throughout my joints.
Yeah, I got some 3 and 5s.
I have 3 and 5s out of 26. 4 and 4s. 4 5 and 3s. So that's 4, 3, 11, right? Then I have, what else? What do I have? I had 2 7 and 1s. Oh, I have no more undefeated ones. What else I got? Oh yeah. Then I have a shitload of 6 and 2s. Those can go all the wrong way. Then I forgot about I have more than 3 and 5s. I forgot the TFL. Oh yeah, and the SBI. Oh yeah, I have some 1 and 7s too. I forgot to mention those.
Ooh.
Yeah. The Spencer's League and the SBI.
The 1 and 7s. Ouch.
Bro. I know.
Minimum 3 and 5s for me.
They're all dead.
I got 1, 2.
Dead.
I got 2,
3,
3, and 5.
That's exactly what I was slapping in my head right now.
Fuck, bro.
All my friends are dead. All my friends are dead.
Fucking little Woolsey.
What's some marquee matchups this week? We have some big We have some big ones this week. We got
Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Denver, Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
That's a big one, low key. The Denver, Baltimore. That's a 5 and 3 team going in. What is Baltimore right now?
I think they're 5 and 3 as well. Let me see.
Atlanta, Dallas, and then the Tampa Bay, Kansas City game on Monday night.
Oh, Atlanta, Dallas is gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then Tampa Bay, Kansas.
Yeah, somebody was asking about Mooney this week. Not too long ago.
You just play him.
Another game as well this week, bro.
Yeah, Diggs is dead.
Everything.
I mean, not Stephon Diggs, but his brother. You know, he down. Pause.
He's down.
Then there's is the Bland man back yet? I don't know if he's back yet.
Tampa and KC on Monday night.
I like the Seattle.
Seattle Rams. Ooh, and Witherspoon. I think he's banged up right now. I think he might miss his game. And that's their only good piece back there. I guess their safeties are good, Julian Love and things, but still though, they're giving up booty to the receivers, bro. Let's go, Steffi. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Hold on.
It never rains in.
I was gonna say normally I would call clock. What's the weather out there? But he's in the Bay right now.
Buffalo, Miami.
And I swear to God, I'll call clock for Seattle weather. I'll call because these are weather cities. You know what I mean? I'll call Smokey for Chicago weather. You know what I mean? Like, just put your head outside the window right now. What was it like?
Is the wind blowing?
I swear to God.
Shit, here in Southern California, I'm the last person you want to know weather report from.
Yeah, and their joints are indoors. The joints are indoors down there too.
It's about 75 degrees right now.
It pretty much is. I can prove it too. Hold on. I can prove that shit. It's a 66 with a high of 72. It's 67, high of 72 later on in the day. It'll be 47 on the low. I'm all about the crispy weather though. I like the 47.
Let's go.
Actually, tonight's going to be the coldest night of the next 10 days.
Oh, I didn't start Danico Autry to get 24 points.
Yeah. Oof. It's okay. That's a hard start sometimes.
Yeah, that was. I just forgot he was on my team.
I've done that plenty of times.
Well, he was suspended for.
Don't feel it. I've done that many times.
And then I even mentioned it the other day. I was like, I didn't see him the other week.
My defensive lineman is Anthony Jennings. I'm
Look what I have in there right now. I started Daniil, and he didn't do well. And then I got the dude from Denver, Zach Allen.
I want the total tackles over the play.
Zach, yeah, for sure.
I got him in the 14.
Oh, okay. So my son explained it to me, and then I got a text from the school too. So it's a track change day. So because normally he starts at 11, so he was supposed to go and start at 8:45 this morning.
Oh wow!
So they're going to drop him off. And he going home and shit.
Why you gotta confuse the little one?
I don't know.
Like
And because the gate was closed, they weren't letting him in.
Give him
because everyone's still in class. You know what I mean? Then
Did-
the moment
did he-
they let everybody out. I'm like, what?
Did he not
Well,
give you the
my
piece of
lady on
paper
that
that
one.
told you all this information? Because that's hard for a little
No,
one to understand.
exactly.
Here's the thing. My girl's supposed to have been said that. You know what I mean? She get the emails. You know what I mean? I mean, I gave them my Bogart Scott-free email. That's like my throwaway email. You know what I mean? No,
Thank God you
listen,
guys
school's
don't
gonna
see the
flood- they're
camera
gonna flood
because
you
I
with hella
have
shit.
animal paws going on.
Okay, yeah, let's not.
Stop
do it.
encouraging it.
Mahomes,
I turned
Hey,
the camera
hey,
Mahomes
around.
versus
curl
Tampa
your
Bay.
big toe. Curl your big toe and get it out of there.
You know, animal paws.
Fuck, bro.
Don't show that.
Get your big toe off of that.
Bless you, horn dog. Get him.
Horn dog.
Literally.
Mahomes or Flacco this week?
That's right, bro.
Ooh, that's such a crazy question, but realistic.
Flacco Sunday night versus Minnesota, or Mahomes Monday night versus Tampa.
It's really difficult to run on Tampa, right? On paper, and they give it up hella booty to the tight end. Like
I got Kelsey. I have
exactly.
Mahomes.
So I kind of like slightly
The
because
Mahomes.
you know what it is too. Is like
Sticking
we're
with
gonna
Cousins
see a
over
big
Flacco.
dose. We're gonna see a big dose of Jonathan Taylor too. You know what I mean? Jonathan Taylor's been getting all of the work, like 80%, and now there's not a QB that's going to take away from him either. So they're going to run like shit unless Minnesota gets up really quick and really fast, right? But
Is
Rashad
Josh
White,
down?
Rashad White or Bucky Irving.
it would be White because of the game script. I feel like they'll be playing from behind.
And Bucky Irving is dealing with the injury.
And
Oh,
last
yeah, he's gimpy.
last week they were 16th and 17th on the top 36.
That's great.
Okay.
I like
So this is why this is a real question here.
Oh, my mama,
Flacco versus Mahomes.
facts.
You know what though? What's more likely to shoot out? I think Baker. He can. You know, as much as I want Baker to shoot it out, I think that the more likely game to shoot out is the Colts Vikings because the Vikings are gonna slaughter that defense. You know what I mean?
Well, Justin Jefferson finally had his 100-yard game, so let's see if he can double it up.
Don't be talking to no.
I ain't
Don't
talking
be throwing
anything.
shade at Justin Jefferson.
I'm
like
not
he's
talking
fine.
that. I have like 4 or 5
He's got the
shits, man.
touchdowns. He's got the 10 receptions. He's got the plenty of yardages. He's finishing as the number one receiver in the game.
Last week was his first game with 100 yards the whole year, man.
I don't care, man. He's
I
still
was waiting for
WR1
it, too.
in fantasy right now.
Oh, I know that.
That 100-yard game.
I got 3 dynasty shares and 2 redraft shares.
Let's see. Actually, Garrett Wilson. Okay, before that was Jamar Chase, and then it was Godwin. Godwin, come back, Godwin.
Baby, come back.
Man, Godwin was so good. It was CeeDee Lamb and then Justin Jefferson. So, you know, I might be hyping up Justin Jefferson just a
All
little
right,
bit.
Jordan Love's going to
He's
be
still a
limited in
top
practice
5 wide
squad.
receiver. Jordan Love is limited. Well,
Limited.
you know, I guess it's better than out.
Yeah. He'll live tomorrow, probably.
Baby, come back.
And he's questionable for Sunday.
You know, that's going to be a nice little idea of getting Godwin on that super, super cheap. We got him last year really cheap, and then next year he might even be cheaper because of the injury.
Well, that's true.
Because he's gone for the rest of the year. You're not capitalizing on your Godwin.
Is this the second
What
time
you
that
got
happened?
is what you get.
Or did he just have a sophomore
Not
slump?
for fantasy, yeah, because it's right, yeah. Because he's hoping to be back for the playoffs, but
Yeah,
My
fantasy
neighbor
though.
was just talking about it.
You know.
Hey, Lee, any word on Keaton Mitchell?
you know what? I haven't seen it, and I was just going through the Baltimore. Baltimore. I know. What's the 21-day window? They opened it up last week,
Right.
so I haven't seen anything on him yet. To be honest with you,
Shout
So
out to
I would-
Chuba Hubbard, man. All you Chuba Hubbard drafters, give yourself a pat on the back. He's been carrying your running back 2 squad. Man,
For real,
Chuba
you're
Hubbard.
right there. Agree there.
Cheap as fuck, being fantasy relevant.
Miss facts.
That is a nice idea to like kind of like go back and revisit some of the drafts that we are all participating in and see which where the value was at.
100%.
Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr. 100%.
What league do you want me to pull up?
I just shouted out to Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard has got to be one of those guys.
He just doesn't die, huh? He's been actually eating pretty much the whole. Well, I mean, outside of the games with Bryce Young, did you do something last week with Bryce Young?
Well, he's hanging around the James Conner area, and Chuba Hubbard was drafted way after James Conner.
Yeah, and James Conner's
and Josh Jacobs, all those guys are in like the same area in terms of fantasy production.
Yeah, who else?
And then after that, you got Aaron Jones and James Cook. That's how valuable Chuba Hubbard has been.
I agree there.
That's insane. Trade him away now.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah, right.
Joe Mixon is another one. Honestly, like I would probably
trade
Joe
high,
Mixon
sell high.
because the guys above Joe Mixon are guys like Kyron, Breece Hall, Bijan, Saquon. Those are Derrick Henry. Alvin Kamara.
I think Joe Mixon belongs with that group. The only thing is because he missed some time here. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying is that Mixon falls into that category of RB1. And you got to really
okay. We're in agreement here. My bad. I was about to go to bat for Sir Joe Mixon.
So Kamara is the guy right now in running backs. So Kamara, Derrick Henry, and then you got Saquon and Bijan, and then Breece Hall. He's making a comeback. He started off slow, but he's turning up a little bit here at the end. Kyron, he's doing his thing. We expect him to get like 5 catches per game, and then Mixon, even with missing all that time, he's right up there.
6-2, right, is the record. Superflex Dynasty. Are you sending a 2025 first to acquire Kamara straight up?
A first round pick for Kamara?
Hell, yeah, I'm a win now.
Hell no.
I'm
a win now team.
A win now. I maybe
you know what a win now team is, right? That's money.
Last year, and I'm 6.
We're trying to get the money. Yeah. If I'm trying to get the bag, I think
it's on the table for me, right? It's on the table for me right now
because we're getting like 11 to fucking 15 targets per game. That's a nasty ass.
And to buy him right now before this Carolina game might be the shit. You know
right.
I mean?
And his production has dipped a little bit since DC is gone, but when DC is in there, he does get peppered with a lot of motherfucking dump offs, bro.
He did have like 7 yards or whatever.
That's gold right there. We don't care. We only get like 4 yards per catch. When we get 11 of them bitches, that's 20 damn points in the 2 PPR.
All right, so 100%, bro. Check down Charlie, man.
I'm all about it. And then
so last week he had 122 total yards, 6 catches out of the 11 targets.
Let's go.
That's a solid floor if I ever heard one. And then the actual ceiling is shit. Imagine if he caught all 11 of them.
And shout out to my man Big Tons. We haven't seen him around here, but you know what I'm saying? He's a good friend of ours. But he's the one that sent me that. He's like, you want to win the chip, right? He's like trying to say Bogart things to Bogart. He's like, and I'm like countering with a 2 and a 3. And he's like, I don't want that shit. He's like, that's a 112 right there you're trying to give me. But it's only the 112 if you get this Kamara. I'm like, that he's just really Bogarting me right now. I kind of would love to have a Kamara in my team though, because it's already a monster.
RB1 right now.
No, for real.
You ain't lying. Then he also has CMC all busted. I was trying to buy him. And he was like, it's going to cost a 1 and a 2. You're a 49er fan. I'm like, that's fucking good. He's good.
They see that? That's when I pull the trigger on the Kamara. I'm like, oh, man.
See, exactly. But it's almost like he's doing that to force me into the Kamara buy.
Well, you must not have a lot of confidence in him.
No, it's also I have to pay for the next year too. That's
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's there, and I will pay for it because I ain't.
I don't want to pay for the next year either because I don't know how active I'm.
Exactly. The team is,
we got our own. We got our own background cookings. Like we got this idea.
We got a whole foundation we're building over here too.
I think we can manage this. Just say no thing.
Yeah, and I think I might. Honestly, too, I wouldn't even be the type to buy it and then just like I don't give a fuck next year anyway. Like, I don't give this.
Yeah,
applesauce to a boss. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just like to win, and that's one of the key ingredients when you're in these super flex dynasties is playing the stock market. You know what I mean? Like this guy he's second to last.
Montez Sweat is questionable.
No,
he was questionable last week and he balled out.
Yeah, he did. Okay. So he's officially questionable, but what was his practice report all week? I have a lot of Montez Sweat.
He missed two practices.
Okay. At least that's a more. Oh no, it's an afternoon game. Okay, I have pivots actually everywhere. I have them. I have Dexter, which is he's not
I have Aziz.
He's not an edge.
I got Aziz.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about
Dexter Lawrence.
No, Jerome Dexter from the Bears.
Jerome Dexter.
He's
Chicago.
DT.
Okay.
He's a DT, but I'm just saying this so I could weight down the Sweat shares because I have Dexter everywhere. Dexter isn't wowing nothing, but he puts up double digits, like 10, 11, 12. You know what I mean? Like, he's just a solid, like, okay, throw him in there. You know what I mean? He's my new Larry Ogunjobi. Like, I've been playing this game for a long time with the DTs where I just find these no-name sleeper DTs that are going to put up like 10 points.
Keon White, he probably is gone, but that's New England's.
It's like Jennings. I picked up Jennings in a couple spots just in case, like, you know.
Jennings is the hitter. Jennings is almost a must start for me on the defensive line. He's like the white boy over in Minnesota. They get they rack up the tackles. If they're available. Van Ginkel and Jennings. That's a cheat code. If you can stack up your 2 DL spots with Van Ginkel and Anfernee Jennings, then you're rocking the high floor, super high floor.
Yeah, and even Tim
Van Ginkel had 2 touchdowns already this year.
I'm happy to have him.
I benefit by like a couple like greasy ass touchdowns on the defense with Van Ginkel.
Yeah, the Ginks is going crazy, bro. Jean-Claude Van Ginkel is what I call him, bro.
Hey, Denard Robinson or Tyler Algier?
Okay.
DeMarcus Robinson.
It would be DeMarcus Robinson for me because I like that game to shoot out. But we're still looking for a touchdown. Temper your expectations. It's like WR4 territory unless like he scores a touchdown.
Unless he scores another 2 touchdowns.
He's heating up.
Come on now.
Yeah, we're talking a WR3 and a running back that gets drives. So you know what's cool about Tyler Algier is that when it's his turn, and they keep Bijan on the bench until Tyler Algier is a little bit tired or something. But they rotate him in. Tyler Algier will get drives.
I had a fucking I should have asked for a friend last night to y'all because it was Schultz over Schultz or Algier in a spot here. I went with Schultz in the tight end premium, but
yeah, Schultz killed me last night.
Yeah, I know. I should have just left them. That was the first time in the whole year.
I was debating.
My mom would have told you not to start Schultz. She's a Texans fan. Texans fan from day one, by the way.
I watched the Houston Huddle too. He was like, and Peacock was like, yeah, it's not good for the tight ends, right? And I was like, if only like him and Stover can combine their shit, they'd have good outings. But
I had the Carolina rookie tight end, and I played Schultz instead. I was like, ugh.
It's
a trap. It's a trap.
It's a trap. Mm-hmm. What was that? Calamari? That was his name?
Yeah, General Calamari.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not Calamari, but
I mean, he's from Calamari, right? The planet.
Every time I hear Calamari, I think about the squid, and he is kind of like sea creature looking.
He's like squiddish.
Yeah, he is. He's got the flat head though, like like a almost like a praying mantis, maybe. I don't know.
Admiral Akbar.
Akbar. There you go.
Oh, they got him a Muslim name.
Shout out to Admiral Akbar. It's a trap.
He's gotta be from.
You know,
like,
when they came up with that, they weren't
calamari.
realizing that was gonna go down in infamy. They're
He's
like,
a calamarian, bro. I swear to God, that's what they're
this
racing.
trap is gonna live on for probably longer than the damn Star Wars franchise. It's a trap.
And I don't got a good feeling. What is it? Got a bad feeling about this.
Oh yeah. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah. What's the other one? There's a few. They sneak them in there casually.
Yep, there you go. Our man Akbar. You know, when you're when you come to Disneyland and you ride the Rise of the Resistance, he's your pilot. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you on that planet.
He's leading the Resistance.
But we get tractor beamed into the big ass fucking ship that Kylo Ren pilots or whatever.
Yeah, I never got that far. We actually were fortunate. We got to ride it 3 times in a row because it was late night, and then the dude was just like, just go around and get right back on it. We're like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a cool ride. I like it.
Yeah, you literally
especially when you get in that room with the AT-ATs and they're like literally like the size of what you see on the TV. You're like, whoa, these motherfuckers went all out on this one. This no wonder it cost $1 billion to make this ride. This shit looks like an actual set of the Star Wars.
Yeah, when you walk into the thing, you got the lights, the tracking lights everywhere. It's like I'm like, oh shit, I'm in the fucking.
Well, they got the homies all hanging out, you know, with their guns drawn, and you walk through, and then like in the background it's a big ass screen.
That shit is
like
badass. Even when you're walking around, the way your feet sound on the like, you know what I mean?
The way your feet sound. Yeah.
No, I swear to God. It's like, oh my God, I'm in the movie.
It sounds just like the movie. I'm in the fucking starship. Oh man. Hey, that's an actual thing that Imagineers pay attention to stuff like that. You know, that's why they get paid the big bucks. They're like, your feet don't sound the right way. We got to make it sound the right way.
Out. That's why it cost $1 billion.
It cost $1 billion, bro. $1 billion for that goddamn ride.
What do they make a day? I don't know if I've asked you this before. But
it's 5 to 6 million.
So, okay, $1 billion. If you're making 6 million a day, so 6 times 365, right?
Yep.
900. So that's 1,090. Is it 1105? Right. So 1105.
Hold on.
So
I'm not.
So they're making
not a mathematician.
111
with math, but
$115 million. $115 million a year, right? So that thing would have paid itself off in what, 10 years? It's been going for what, 7 now? 6?
5 million times 365 is $1.8 billion.
Okay, my bad. So you definitely did the math better.
Yeah.
So they're gonna make money off of this motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we make money over. Disney makes money. They don't like if they're not making money. And then we got, and then this last year we got the Wolverine and Deadpool joint making all sorts of dough too. That was a big ass fucking chunk of change.
So what is this one? Describe it to me.
The Wolverine and Deadpool movie. How much? Did it make? I don't know.
Oh, the movie. I thought they have a ride thing there. Okay, never mind.
No. The movie itself.
Yeah, the movie went crazy. I mean, it costs a lot to be able to have a NSYNC song and a Backstreet Boys song in there. Yeah. the whole dance motif with the hey.
The movie made $1 billion so far.
He's heating up.
You gotta say it like this: the $1 billion,
$1.029 billion to be exact, according to Google. It's the highest grossing R-rated film of all time, and the second biggest film of 2024. I would not know what the first one was, but that's
Ryan
amazing.
Reynolds, stand up and take a bow. You know,
But
the origin of that whole movie, right?
$1.3 billion at the global box office.
You know that movie started off as a fan joint, bruh. Like he shot, he came up with his own money, shot the whole trailer, like the whole woo-wop, and then he got Fox to buy in on it. You know what I mean? Or Fox Fox Marvel at the time. You know what I mean? Because that's who owned those IPs at the time. And that shit killed it. And you couldn't not do it rated R. First of all,
yeah,
the Marvel rated R's were low key fucking dope. Like even y'all remember the Punisher one?
Oh, Punisher made me almost like actually it had me passing out.
The part one, that shit was
when they started pulling the face piercings off of his fucking face.
Yeah. I love that one.
That's 2003 with Thomas Jane, John Travolta.
That shit fucked me up.
Love that movie. The soundtrack is fire. That soundtrack is awesome.
I was just about to say, hey, that movie was badass.
My wife even likes that movie, and she doesn't like movies. So.
And see, because that one too was one of the ones that because Blade was the one that set it all off as far as rated R and having it being a Marvel property, right? Yeah, that one blew up. But New Line Cinema, they had that one. I think they bought it like in the 80s. You know what I mean? And then Blade, then they buy back Blade, and they go on. That Blade has a whole trilogy. Then they come out with that rated R Punisher, and that one was hard, man. That shit. You know what though? I like
the Jigsaw.
The Jigsaw,
right? It was like 2008. So that was the actor was the dude who was actually like the cover model or based the images from the comic book covers.
Jigsaw as in Saw?
No, Jigsaw as in I think he's like a bad guy in the Punisher arc. I think maybe that's not his name. Punisher villain.
Yeah, he went in on they did the whole origin of that.
His name's Jigsaw.
Is that the mob? That's the mob boss guy.
Scarred arch enemy. I guess he's in the mob. Let's see.
I love how see they did it all in that movie. Even Travolta's right hand man, he was a G.
Oh yeah.
in the alphabets, you know what I mean?
Well, was he? Oh yeah, he was. They framed him
he framed him for fucking his wife, and he's like, no, he's gay. He's like, never. You would say anything, whore. Yeah, that's so sad. Even when he came, he's like, "You're killing me. I'm your best friend." He's like stabbing him up.
I didn't watch the Deadpool Wolverine joint. I'm gonna have to wait until Hulu, Netflix.
It was really badass, actually. Especially if because you're not looking for storylines or stuff to like be concurrent with like the what do they call that?
Hey, kid, did you see what that Dodgers fan did last night? When the Dodgers won, he blew off his hand holding a firecracker.
Hey man, it was worth it.
Here in Santa Ana, we're like the firework capital of the United States. There definitely were a lot of fireworks being shot.
No, it says here a Dodgers fan blows off part of his hand with a firework while celebrating the Dodgers World Series win. 25 years old, blew off his freaking hand.
Yeah, you got to be quick with it.
I've seen
you got a short fuse.
I remember when the Philadelphia Eagles.
You got to be the first thing you got to do is get away.
The
fire department says he suffered bilateral hand wounds, which were rehabilitating. Oh,
it's not surprising. It's not surprising.
A lot of alcohol involved.
Oh my god!
How many World Series has the Dodgers got?
They have 8 now. The same as
most fans should know better. Hey, when I was a young pyrotech, right, a young arsonist in my days, I used to love being the fireman, right? It's okay, give it to me. I'm gonna light it up. See, nowadays, there's whoever's enthusiastic to do it. Go ahead and light that thing up. You give them some guidance. I'm over here. I need ligaments. You know what I mean? I can enjoy a good show from over here in the safety. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to JPP too. What was his name? something Pierre-Paul James. No.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Jason Pierre-Paul blew off a couple of his fingers. He ended up having like 8 fingers, the 3 fingers on one hand. He blew off 2.
Hey, Lee, do you know who has the most World Series wins?
It'd be the Yankees.
How many?
They have 26.
27.
27, sorry. Because if you look
That's
at Stanton, where's number 27? Because that's how many rings they have.
Cardinals have 11.
Stanton was 27.
11. Red Sox have 9.
The
Dodgers
we have 9.
Dodgers have 8. The A's have 9.
Wow.
I did not know that.
Well, the
Did not know
Giants
that
got
the A's
3.
had 9 fucking World Series.
Give us some props. The Giants got 3.
Yeah, Bogey's team's got a bunch in the past 20 years.
Well, they had the every other year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was the 10, 12, and 14.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember E4. It was funny too because E40, he was already getting big whoppers. You feel me? So he would be at every game.
That was E40's era right there, bro.
Yeah, he was in the dugout. Like you would see him in the dugout or behind the umpire. Like he was just on TV in the game.
Shout out to E40.
Hey, people knock E40 for being a bandwagoner because, like, when the Niners are good, all of a sudden he's a Niner everything, and the Giants everything, and Warriors everything.
Isn't he on the east side of the bay, anyways?
They're from the north. Vallejo's the north side.
Yeah,
I'm a 707 North Bayer. Do they got a bomb out there? Of course, player Porsche Carrera on my side. People looking at me like I stole my ride.
Well, for those who don't know, Oakland is closer to Vallejo than San Francisco. You don't even have to cross the bay. It's right there.
Yeah, because you can go into Fairfield. And
Fairfield. You don't have Fairfield's north.
Hold on. I'm trying to put
Fairfield
the
is
geographic
north
together.
of Vallejo. Vallejo is on the North Bay, right?
Oakland's the East Bay.
Yeah, but you don't even have to cross no water. Like maybe
You're taking the whole long route, though, for sure.
Nah, it's right there, man. It's right there. Like I think it's like a 20-minute, maybe at most, drive out of Oakland to get to Vallejo.
No.
Yes.
Google it. There's no way.
Yes.
Vallejo's way the fuck over there.
Nah, Vallejo ain't far. Vallejo is like
from the South Bay. It's like an hour and a half to get to the V town. I'm from the V8 double LEJO. Yeah, it takes it about. You ain't lying. It's probably about 30.
Because it's like 20 minutes. I don't even think it's 30. I think
it
like
takes because it does take like
it's a hop, skip, and a jump. It's right there.
But you are right. You don't gotta go across no bridges to get over there.
You got no nothing. It's right there.
Kidda used to be through Oakland for real though.
I loved Oakland. Oakland was Oakland is probably my favorite city in the Bay, bro. Like that shit was fun as fuck. You just got to get out at the right time because like the crime comes out after 2 a.m. Like that saying where like nothing good happens after 2. Like that's Oakland right there. Nothing happens. But in San Francisco, that's where you could hang out after 2 o'clock because everything went down after 2 in San Francisco. That shit was fucking badass. I loved it.
Yeah, hell,
the nightlife in San Francisco was fun.
Yeah, we
good times in the Bay. I actually, because I was North Bay, I didn't really fuck with the San Jose area, so I'm not too familiar with the San Jose. I'm way more familiar with the Sacramento area than San Jose, but
because you was like in Fairfield. Oh yeah,
I'm halfway between Sacramento and
Oakland. You should tell Guccini, bro. You should bring that up too, bro. Because
in Oak Park, actually, in your neck of the woods, like I partied in Oak Park too. So it wasn't like all that stuff was definitely where a lot of the residents of that base, Travis Air Force Base, is the largest pack channel base in the United States. So we moved cargo out of there. So there was a lot of people working there, and they lived everywhere. And
is that Fairfield?
Fairfield, yeah.
Yeah.
Fairfield, Vacaville border. So you got Cowtown.
Hey, Vacaville's where they got the ill outlets, bro. Where you want to get like the Gucci or like the Lacoste or the fucking, they got Louis. They got the outlets over there.
Yeah, Vacaville. Yeah, Vacaville's nice.
Oh, check this out. When we started like copping houses and shit, and now we're like shopping for the house, you know what I mean? And then my girl's like, "Oh, look at this couch," and I'm like, "Oh, it's all right." I'm like, "Why is it so racked? Why is it racked up like there's like 10 bands for this couch?" She's like, "It's from Cracker Barrel."
Cracker Barrel. What?
Yeah, but I'm like, what
like
the
the
fuck is
restaurant?
that? It's like some designer shit for like. But it just I just couldn't.
Well, you're
get
paying
over
for the name where it's coming from too.
Like, oh, this is where the crackers are shot.
Yeah.
You know, I've never been to a Cracker Barrel. I don't know what the food's all about.
We had those on the East Coast a lot. They're not that bad.
Hold on, it's a food place? I thought it was a fucking
Cracker Barrel's cheese.
It's like it's like a restaurant / general store.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, word! So they sell couches and shit.
I don't know.
They do all. In the East Coast, they have like how should I say it? Like
my sister got
a restaurant, and then they'll have like an outlet, almost like an outlet mall, and they'll have all the shopping stuff they have there too, and a little restaurant.
Oh shit! I might go to that shit because that's right here in that Vacaville that he was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I like a good steak. Pause.
Don't we all?
Pause. You gotta be quick on the draw, Lee.
Yeah, the grill's right in the back, man. That's all I gotta do is throw it on the grill.
Are you so how's the house hunting going, Lee? I know that
it's going pretty well.
That's dope. It's an exciting time.
Yeah,
like new shit. I'm all about it.
Yeah,
change is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How was the kids' Halloween last night? Did they do well on trick or treating?
Yeah, yeah. They came through and then dipped back out again. They came back to unload.
So what's the percentage of candy you get?
I go and I get all the peanut things, right? You know, the Snickers is, the Reese's is. I get all those things, and then see my Mimi, she likes all the sour joints. My son, he don't really fuck with the sour gummy stuff. So I get boom, I swoop up all those, all the Sour Patch Kids. Yeah, and then they just divvy them up into piles. You know what I mean?
So what was Mimi for Halloween?
She was Minnie Mouse, but she's Mimi Mouse.
Mimi Mouse, and I think I saw Spider-Man was the younger one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try, you know, he's killing that Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Just showing his secret identity. They're not allowed to wear the mask at school. And then it's funny because I was like, what? They can't wear the mask at school? Because every day there's a kid. He's in my son's class. He brings a Mario mask. But like it's like an actual, like, you know, the old school plastic ones, and it has the thing. And this kid just wears it like a hat. You know what I mean? But no one can tell the kid nothing, right? And and then my son's like, yeah, he always tries to wear it in class. I say, oh, take your mask off. I'm like, yo, that's kind of tight though. This kid's like, listen, every day I'm Mario. Like this shit. You just, you know, you got a hoodie on. He's wearing whatever regular clothes, but he got the Mario mask with him.
Bogey, what's the percentage you think the Browns would trade Myles Garrett at?
0.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know,
they have enough issues. They have that huge cap hit from Deshaun Watson.
Joe Thomas and Alex Mack, right? These were like some of the best line. Like Alex Mack was one of
they were.
Players. Joe Thomas, Hall of Famer now, one of the best left tackles. They refused to trade them forever, and it wasn't until Alex Mack got hurt, and then they cut him, and then fucking Shanahan swooped him.
Joe Thomas had that record, didn't he? At the most consecutive games or something, or the amount of snaps played.
He got some kind of record. I couldn't tell you. But,
I think
but he just, you know, they could have always cashed out on him and made, but they were just like, no, he's a staple, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, the remote's over there.
Hey kid, I was reading something that says Chiefs rookie Xavier Worthy says the Colts hung up on him on draft night. I guess they called it that. They hung up on that.
I didn't realize that as a rookie, you'd be like calling people to be like, "Yo, draft me." But
What the fuck?
I mean, I don't know. It,
Yeah,
you know, Worthy. He's a gadgety guy.
that's how he's the guy.
I
It's a
don't
guy.
think
Yeah.
he has a high-end WR1 profile. As a low-end WR2 profile, though, I think that's definitely something that could be in his future. Right now, I don't think he's there yet. I think he's like probably low-end WR3, WR4 status. Andy Reid as a coach, you can never discount the idea that he hits big any given week. It's just he's a little guy. When you watch the preseason work and he was getting punked, like I'm talking about, he was getting punked. Like defensive backs were able to push him and almost make him fall to the ground if they weren't playing man coverage, and then he gets open a little bit, and then they give him a little bump, and then it was really easy to see that he doesn't have the prototypical build for the NFL. If he's in open space and you get him moving at full speed, Xavier Worthy is a weapon. But off the line, he's nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's arena football rules.
Exactly.
Tank Dell is comparable in size, but I don't think Worthy has the dog in him to be like a Tank Dell. And Tank Dell needs a lot of help in order to get open.
Pretty much.
They got to scheme him right. They got to move him around. They kind of did that yesterday, but
yeah,
you got to fix that offensive line.
Come back, Nico. You're like the man out there. I don't need no help getting open. I am open. Just throw it to me. He's like a Calvin Johnson almost.
Yeah, ain't lying. All right, appreciate our man JB. He said he got a slide, so we're gonna have a good weekend.
Yeah, I think we can call it quits. We've been rocking for almost 4 hours. Woo!
Yeah. Sounds good. Make sure you check out the website and the Grit Don't Quit on Sunday.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can close this down here. Appreciate everybody. Make sure you're doing that. Go visit the website. If you do grab some merch, make sure you let us know. That way we can get your entries in for that Trey McBride signed football giveaway.
Yeah. Take advantage.
All right, let's do it.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day.